Here. This mess that I got going on here, it's kind of wild. But let me straighten this out. All right. What time is it? 11. Good morning, fam. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So there's a mess here because I was doing a personal. I tapped in with the members and I sent out 2 packages today for some of the OGs. Finally getting to the rest of these cards. That's number 1, 2, and 3. And now number 4 is because welcome to day 2 of HALLOWSFEST. Apparently this is what we're doing now for the next 33 days. We're going to be live from 10:10, which was yesterday, all the way through to 11:11, in case you missed it yesterday. And so I kind of wanted to take out all my dark themed decks, and here's some of them. So this is basically what we're going to be using for the next 33 days. So there's a method to my madness. It's there, but I like, bear with me. So I intended on tapping in with, specifically with the Nightmare Before Christmas, which is the Tim Burton deck, because the aesthetic, even though it's a Christmas movie, it gives Halloween. And I also wanted to tap in with the Villains Tarot, right? And shout out to the OGs, because these are actually 2 of the babies that I believe we got during Live Miss a few years ago. So that was my intention initially, but then I just pulled for the members and I got this like idea, which y'all know how that works. We're going to tap in with this, but we're not going to tap in with these 2 until closer to Halloween. So you guys are going to see these decks, but in like a week or two. But that's all right, because we got like 1,000 other decks that we haven't even tapped in with in a hot minute. Specifically this Hoodoo Tarot. And for any of my OGs, the one that I'm really looking for, the reason why I done turned everything upside down, because y'all think this is bad, like y'all gotta see the back of this camera. This shit looks crazy. I got decks everywhere. The one that I'm looking for is the Deviant Moon. And I do not find it, which I'm like, I'm just gonna chuck it up to a sign to not use the deck yet. Which I know some of the OGs are like, good, bitch, because that one is like really dark. But like, we can't do a dark aesthetic without the darkest aesthetic deck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make sense. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna still look for it, but we got a lot to work through before we even get there, right? Also, since we've been doing this thing again where I'm pulling from the Oracle decks, which I haven't done in mad long, but the last few days we've been tapping in with the Heavenly Bodies, and it's been fucking A-okay. It's been on point. Because I'm not really like an Oracle girly. I hate that shit. But like, I'm really not really like into the Oracles too much. My thing is more so the Tarot. But whenever we do tap in with the Oracles, it be on point. Like, I can't even front. So I just, you know, roll with it, with the fact that it's the Oracle decks are not going to be an all the time thing, but when we do tap in with them, it's a good thing. So we're going to leave that there. But I do have an Oracle deck that on the days we do tap in, we're going to be tapping in with the Black Moon. Again, see the darker aesthetic going on. There's a method to my madness, I promise you. So shout out to the members. You guys have content loading currently. What else is new? I feel like every time I come live, I say the same thing, but it's literally, that's just what it is, right? We got content loading for the members. Shout out to the new members. I got a few people that joined the Diamond because essentially they want that personal, you know. I'm sweating now, but like I was just freezing my ass off, so I threw another sweater on top of the sweater I had on. It's cold in New York City. Don't put away your summer clothes just yet. It's gonna be 80 this week coming up. It's fall. We tropical these days. I just, you know, I'm waiting for the chat to load because I do got my charger today. I wish I had one of those, you know how the podcasters have those little motherboards that they could like press a button and it's like a whole applause. Yay! I feel like that definitely was appropriate for me talking about my charger. I do got the charger for the iPad. So we are in business. I'm just waiting for the chat to load so I could tap in with y'all, because I feel like yesterday, even though we were on here for almost damn near 3 hours, I think that's kind of the... I'm not trying to do live every day for 4 hours. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying I kind of want to do, like, I want to keep it going where we're tapping in. I need to see the chat is what I want to say. I need to see the chat. I'm also lollygagging right now because I don't know where we're going to start with these decks. I mean, I guess we could just start with the Hoodoo Tarot. Let's, like, ease our way in. Maybe even the neon one. The glow in the dark, I kind of want to save it for one of the days where we go live in the night, because I'm going to mix up the time frame. And they're pushing me to say something. I know, I feel it in my heart, but I don't want to say it out loud, because then I got to hold myself to it. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I got myself here to begin with. But it's on my heart. I already know. There's going to be certain days, collective, in this 33 days. There's going to be certain days where we go live multiple times a day, which is not something new for us. We've done this before. We're not new to this. We true to this on this side. But I can't lie. Like, there is... Last night, we were almost going to come live, but that is Friday, and I ended up going out and shit, you know? But we was very close to going live yesterday a second time last night. So there are going to be days where we're going to do that as well. And I think the glow-in-the-dark tarot we're going to be using, you know, for some of the nights that we go live. I think we're going to tap in with the neon. I was thinking hoodoo. I don't know. No, not the hoodoo. Let's stick with the neon, and then if I feel drawn to something else at some point, we'll just move on. I feel like I'm putting too much thought into the decks, but, like, I feel like I'm supposed to do that. You know what I mean? That kind of comes with it. All right, so let's put these to the side. I genuinely would love to know where my fucking deviant moon is at, because... Oh, also the new era. If we move decks, it's going to be the new era, between the new era and the neon today. That's what we're going to do. Move this over. I need to make room here. The ghetto, darling. Welcome to the ghetto. Okay. Did I say good morning? I feel mad rude. Good morning, guys. I hope everyone's having a good day so far. It is Saturday. Why I thought today was Sunday most of the day? Like yesterday, I was thinking yesterday was Saturday and today was gonna be Sunday. All right. One. Two. Three. Keep that on this side. This table is huge. Like, how is it that I'm scrambling right now for space? It's kind of crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. All right. You know what it is? I'm the problem here, because I don't like to work in clutter. Can't do it. Can't do it. All right, let's wipe this down real quick. And let's get into these cards, because that's what we're here for. You feel me? Okay. I got to refill the bottle, too. It's currently raining in New York, which y'all know. The OGs, anyway. Y'all know I love it. I love it. We were on TikTok Live this morning, just like vibing out. It's pretty dope. Pretty dope. All right. Move this to the side. Oh, give me 1 second. All right. Fucking decks. Every time I turn around, there's more decks somewhere. Every time. Every time. There we go. All right. Now we in business. I think. The Neon Tarot. That's this one. You guys should be familiar with that one. I feel like we've pulled from this before recently. Look at how dope the hologram is. Super fire. There we go. Super fire. Hi, Deb. Angel vibes. Yeah. Hi, Heather. Hi, Annie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Mary Jane. That's my favorite deck. Which one, darling? Which one? I missed it. I missed it. Hi, Michelle. Good morning. Hi, Jennifer. Aw. Hi, Jennifer. Tell your daughter I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, you can still have it on. Just keep it low and it'll be like a background music. Being from the ghetto is why we're all awesome. I be trying to tell people. It's just a vibe. You can't buy this vibe, you know? Yo. Oh, the deviant moon, darling. Yo, since yesterday. Yesterday? Yeah, I was thinking about it yesterday. I'm like, for this, especially when I was making like the thumbnail thing, which I'm not really crazy about the thumbnail, the way it came out. Like, I literally just got lazy because I used the same picture that I used for the announcement thing, which I have a reel that I have to put up on Instagram for this. But either way, when I was like making it, I was thinking to myself like, yo, the deviant moon would be perfect to use for this. And I was just telling the members just now, like, I was stressed on that fucking video. But I'm like, the fact that I can't find it, I know I got it. Like, I know it's in this house. So I'm gonna just chuck it up to it's not meant for me to use it yet. It's still too early. Maybe that's what it is. Because if you're familiar with that deck, you know that shit is, you know, it's kind of on the darker side. All right, we should be good here. I'm like, do I want to sit down? Today was core day. I was just telling the members, it's like the worst day, but it's like my favorite day. Like, it's the worst day as far as pain, but it's my favorite day. All right. Hold on. Queen of Wands. Temperance. Oh, shit. Queen of Wands, Temperance, and the Three of Swords collective. Somebody, I don't know if this is, like, currently right now, because it doesn't have to be. So just take it how it resonates. But there's somebody here who typically has their shit together, usually. As far as, like, emotional shit, feels like emotional shit. Like somebody's saying that. This may be somebody who isn't usually emotional. Maybe that's why they referenced it like that. This is somebody who usually like is very stoic. I'm treading carefully here. Yes, very stoic, very like got their emotions in check. It's low-key giving me very Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles energy, right? Like more grounded. Somebody prides themselves on that. And because it's the Queen of Wands energy that they're showing me, it might be because possibly, more than likely, they're showing me the Queen of Wands because this is somebody who came a really long way to be able to get themselves to a point where they can be grounded. That was a mouthful, but I hope y'all caught that because it feels important. Also, it's like somebody used to be very impulsive. Somebody used to be very tit for tat-ish. Somebody used to be very ruthless. That's the word. That's what they're giving me. But I think they've done a lot of work on themselves. They also may have gone through a lot of shit that has taught them that it's more beneficial to, it's in their benefit. It's in their best to sit the fuck down and calm down and not be so elusive, not be so impulsive, not be so tit for tattish, right? So somebody was there, somebody had to go through a lot of shit to endure that energy, first of all, to maintain it. And then I think life happened and someone had to park it. They had to park themselves and really ground themselves. And it sounds easier said than done, right? But when you're somebody who generally is no nonsense and you genuinely with the shits, notice how I did that with the wordplay? It takes a lot to be able to park your ass and not wig out every time somebody is trying you, you know? And I think maybe that's part of it too, because I think that somebody, whoever I'm tapping into here, people, especially people who knew you in the past, it's almost like people think of you or know of you, and they know that it don't take much to get you to a certain point. The thing is that, like I said, I feel like this queen at some point, and this is why they're still showing me the Queen of Wands, because I feel like you start out as the Queen of Wands. I don't think that's where you are. Or maybe that's the message. Somebody feels like they've calmed down a lot, and Spirit is saying you haven't calmed down enough. You're still losing your fucking temper over stupid shit. You're still allowing other people to have control over your emotion. Like, I understand you've done a lot of work, but like there's still a lot more work to be done. We're not done with this. Like, there's still a lot more here. The thing with this is that it doesn't happen overnight. Also, the thing with this is that being in this Queen of Wands energy it didn't happen because Adam ate the apple. It didn't happen because Adam ate the apple. You feel me? It happened because you got blamed, Eve, for eating the apple, even though it was Adam that ate the apple. And if you're somebody who's super religious, you're probably going to be upset with what I just said. And if you're not religious, you don't even understand that I said it backwards. Because in the biblical term, Eve ate the apple. At least that's what Adam said. But in the spiritual community, we understand that it was Adam. It was Adam. And so there's an anger here. Because it almost is like, again, I'm not mad that you ate the apple. I'm mad that you ate it and I got blamed for it. That's why I'm mad. And we talk about trauma a lot on this platform. And we talk about how trauma, we did a whole 2 years on this. How trauma isn't the things that happen to us. It's not the abuse that we endure. It's not the abandonment that we endured. It's not the ridicule. It's not those things in particular, right? We've also talked a lot, very extensively, about how everyone's level is different, right? And so what someone feels like they experienced that was traumatic, for someone else, it may not be traumatic, right? Which that's fine. You know, everybody has a different level of, a different capacity, right? That would make sense. The thing is that whoever this Queen of Wands is, I think this was the pivot. I don't know even how you start out. I don't, were you the Queen of Cups at some point? Because I talk about that a lot too when we talk about the Queen of Swords. We've spent years talking about that energy. For me, how I always say that the Queen of Swords started out as a Queen of Cups energy. Because that energy, that behavior of being very stoic, very black and white, that comes from somewhere. So I can't say that all these years and then not acknowledge that same truth for the Queen of Wands, right? So I'm saying all of this because I'm still just breaking down these 3 cards, but these are all relevant, these messages that I'm saying. Because I haven't even touched base on the 4th card that came out, but we're going to get there. Either way, there is still a lot of work that someone needs to do. I do feel frustrated too. Whoever I'm tapping into is extremely frustrated with the fact that something has taken this long, or something will take so long. It's, again, the energy of well, I've been doing the work. I've done the work. And Spirit is yeah, but it's not done. as much work as you've done, I'm not ever going to take from the fact that you've done that work, but you still need to keep doing it. It's not, also, that's the thing too. Somebody's very irked. Specifically, they're telling me that. Somebody's very irked by the fact that maintaining in a specific energy requires constant work. This isn't a flip of a switch that you can do and then now you go from a Queen of Wands to a Queen of Pentacles energy and that's it, or Queen of Cups energy and that's it. If you want to stay in that grounded energy, you have to flip that switch every single day. Which means you're going to have to overlook shit every single day. This little fly, it got to be the same one from yesterday. And like, I don't want to kill you, bro. I don't. I'm trying not to. Anyway. The fly passing me as I was saying that doesn't, it's not, it didn't, I understood that. Because I was like all the way tapped in talking to y'all and then it was, you ever see a kid that's like doing something and then it's like, oh, bright lights. That's what that felt like to me. Which tells me that somebody in doing this daily work, this work every day, I think that there's times that somebody is like, not necessarily falling off, but kind of getting distracted by bright lights, right? By cute boys, you know, by sexy women. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a distraction that kind of like comes in, or there are distractions that kind of come in for somebody. The feeling is almost like, because of these distractions, I gotta like kind of like retreat or like start over. But it's not my fault. It's because these distractions keep coming in. That's the energy that I'm getting with this. I don't think that's entire. I mean, I get it. I understand why someone feels like that, but I don't think that's essentially what this is. I think that the distractions are a big part of the exercise. It's like for my women, I would hope at this big ass age, you know what a Kegel is, you know? It's that energy. It's also like the energy, people say they don't know how to manifest, or that they don't, not manifest, they don't know how to meditate. And people always say like, oh, I can't do it. Like, that's not for me. Like, I can't. Every time I try, every time I put myself in that vibe, and then I end up forgetting, you know, or thinking, damn, did I turn off the stove? Oh, damn, did I, you know, unplug this? Or damn, did I forget to sign this paper? Did I forget to send out the email? Like, I get distracted and then I always got to pull myself back. So meditation is not for me. And people always say that and I always laugh because that's exactly what meditation is. That's 90% of what meditating is. You have to be able to get your mind, the fact that your mind is remembering, no, go back to it. That's the whole point. That's how you start on the journey of meditating. That's how the exercise takes place. Like making sure that you're clear of everything else, every other thought. Coming back to like the focus, centering your focus on your body, your energy. That's how you meditate. So when people say like, I don't know how because of X, Y, and Z, but X, Y, and Z is is part of the act of meditating. So I'm saying that because somebody's saying like, this ain't for me. I can't just remain grounded. There's no way I can continue to do this for the next 10 years or however long because I gotta flip the switch every day, but that's part of the process. That's how you learn how to be, that's how you become disciplined. It's the not giving up. It's the not throwing your hands in the air. That's what that is, essentially. The next card was the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is, I think that I kind of did tap into this energy because when I was talking about the Queen, I do feel like there's a lot of pain there. There's no other way to spin that. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pain, and I feel like there's a lot of, maybe even regrets, because it speaks of pain, regret, and shit like that. The Five of Cups is just, it's a lot. Somebody's saying that, like, it's a lot. This is too much. It's always something. Feels very, it's always something. Like, that felt really loud to me. Especially with this Three of Swords. It's always something. It's always something to work through. It's always something to overcome. It's always something to get past. It's always some shit. Like, I can never catch a break. Somebody's saying these things. Somebody's feeling this way. Somebody's feeling very overwhelmed because of the way that I'm hearing those things. I mean, it's somebody's overwhelmed just by saying those things. If you're saying that shit, that's because you're overwhelmed. If you're saying that it's too much, if you're saying that this is like, it's a lot of work, if you're saying those things, you're already feeling overwhelmed. You know what I mean? It's not even 12 o'clock and I'm on bottle number 3. Somebody needs a break. Which I feel like we all need a break. You know what I mean? But somebody specifically needs a break. Like, there's something that you're doing that it's something you can do. I don't know if you've done it already before. Excuse me. I don't know if it's something you've done already before. But there is this feeling of like the thing that you're having trouble or thing that you're having a difficult time seeing. You're having a difficult time seeing something through. But the thing is that I feel like you've done this before. So I think that's also too where the majority of the frustration is coming in, collective, because it's like, bro, I've done this shit multiple times, probably even. So like, why the fuck am I so overwhelmed with it this time? I think that's who I'm talking to. Somebody needs a break. You need to take time away from something, which I think yesterday we started out the live talking about space, like needing space, having space, you know, cultivating a safe space as well. Somebody works from home. Oh, this is very specific. Somebody works from home and they feel extremely overwhelmed. It's like they're overstimulated. It's too much going on in the house. It's like your kids are home because you're home from work. So you're home working from home because you can't afford childcare or you're trying to save money on childcare. But bro, you're working from home and then you're doing 2 jobs essentially because you still have to take care of the kids, but you have to get your job done by a certain time, you know? Somebody's overstimulated. Somebody's overwhelmed. Somebody may not even have kids in the home, but you have like a fucking pile that's very slowly but very surely turning into 2 huge piles of laundry. You got dishes piling up, you got housework to do, but you have an overwhelming amount of work to accomplish. Somebody's overwhelmed. They're overstimulated at work, but they work from home. Which is interesting because the way that I just said that, it almost makes me feel like somebody's telling you how the fuck you overworked and you work from home. I wish I worked from home. It's so funny when people say that because like before the pandemic, that was a thing. Everybody was like, shit, if I could do my job from home, I'll be straight. And now after the pandemic, most of us do work from home and we're still, a lot of us are more depressive than we were before because now we're home all the fucking time. So it's like a double-edged sword. And I think that's part of the message here. Is it was going to be overwhelming regardless. It was going to be a lot regardless. Somebody's also working towards something very specific. Like a goal. Somebody could be working on co-parenting. I can't relate, but I'm almost positive that shit got to be very frustrating. Yes, the co-parenting aspect, the fucking maintaining. Somebody's like, it's just life. I like, how am I supposed to work a certain amount of hours, have time for my kids, have time for myself, like have time for my spouse or have time to date? Like how do I fit all of that in one day? How? Like somebody's very frustrated. That's so wild. Like, it's not crazy to me, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not foreign to me that somebody would be this overwhelmed, but somebody's really making me feel razzled. It's wild, too, because, I don't know, I think somebody you've tried to explain this to somebody, and it's almost like you're more frustrated because they're not getting it. That's what this is. They're not understanding. Because me, the reader, I can see, I can understand, I can empathize. But I think whoever's overwhelmed, and again, it's not that you can't accomplish these things. And I think whoever I'm talking to, you know that, because again, you've probably done this shit before. But I think what's back when I was just talking about Adam and Eve, right? What's frustrating is not this, it's this. So that's what they're bringing me to. It's like I'm frustrated and overwhelmed by the amount of shit I have to do in a fucking day-to-day basis. But like, that's the least of my worries. I can do all those things. I'm overwhelmed because what's supposed to be, or who's supposed to be my support, this is again, this is either co-parenting or this is a relationship. Like, you guys are together. Or it's a friend. It's somebody that their position, you guys share the same goals. Their position is like to do the same thing you're doing. Like, you guys are doing it. You guys are supposed to be helping each other do these things. I just feel like someone's carrying the burden. Someone is overwhelmed. And I don't know, maybe you've been like throwing jabs here and there, letting it be known. Because somebody's saying, well, I've expressed this before. But I don't think you've like sat them down like, listen, if you don't pick up your slack, you got to fucking go. You will be out the door. The locks will be changed. I am not playing this game. I already got to repeat myself 20 times to these kids. I'm not going to repeat myself 2 times to you. Like, if I know that this is on my plate and you know this is on your plate, it's a lot, it's overwhelming. But if I'm doing my part and I'm fucking not complaining, then you need to be doing your fucking part too. There's no reason why I'm doing my part and your part. Because I can do it. I've done it. But if I'm going to be doing it, then there's no fucking need for you to be here. Very black and white, very simply put. For those of you who have communicated that, Spirit is looking at y'all like, because you communicated that last week. You communicated that last month. For some of y'all, you communicated that shit 6 months ago. And here we are 6 months later, 2 months later, 2 weeks later, and things have not changed. So you're going to have the conversation again, or you're going to stand on business? Because either way, this is going to be overwhelming. So is there something you're avoiding here, or like what? How are we doing this? Okay. Spirit is real funny today. I don't know, because what they don't take this the wrong way, but like take it the wrong way if you need to, because like whatever's gonna put the battery in your back, I'm all the way for it. I got no problem being the villain in anybody's story. Trust me when I tell you that. Okay, so there's somebody, and it's a woman, Queen of Wands. You know, low-key, I feel like women empowerment, because like the other day I was on a whole tangent and I was bitching at y'all females. Those of y'all who this applied to, these messages. And like, I'm a woman, so I get it. But I'm a woman, so I get it. You feel me? And these messages is not to like upset y'all. It's not intended that way. But like I said, I ain't got no problem being the villain in nobody's story. Not even my own kid. Promise you. Promise you, okay? There's somebody, there's a woman, who is doing the thing that they need to do. Like, they doing their damn thing. They really about that. Like, they could really accomplish things. They really can bust things out, especially like in reference to work. Whether this female is working for herself, building her own shit, or she's like more than fucking capable and more than qualified to do the job that she does at work. You really that bitch. You really are. I give it to you. But then when it comes to a specific thing, which the thing here feels like a relationship. Y'all know, my OGs know I don't really like reading for shit like that. But like when it comes up, I gotta say that's what it is. Because I spend 80% of my time telling y'all, it don't gotta be romantic. But this feels very, it don't feel romantic. It feels like some type of relationship. And when I say it don't feel romantic, it's because if this is your partner, there is no romance. Even if y'all have a sex life and it's active, it's not romantic. It's very, all right, 3 o'clock, let me get my nut off, it's time to go. It's very much that. It's not romantic. So it's there's a couple, it's just not romantic. There's no romance, there's no passion. And I think a lot of that comes from the fact that this woman is carrying a lot of the baggage. Thing is, I feel like she's capable. She can. And maybe that's the type of person you're dealing with. Maybe whether you're dealing with another female or you're dealing with a man, it don't even matter. But I think the fact that you have already shown this person or these people, because for somebody here, I'm tapping into a woman where their relationships in her life always go this way. Whether she's dealing with her mom, whether she's dealing with her children, whether she's dealing with a man or a woman. It's like and maybe that's why I was tapping into grounded Queen of Pentacles. Because the Queen of Pentacles, on an ascended level, she's grounded. But like on a lower level, she's doing too much. Everybody's problem is her problem. And then she stays depleted. We talk about that a lot on this platform, right? So maybe that's why we were tapping in with that energy, because you doing it, you really like that, you're really about that life, cool. But like, at what point are you doing too much? Which I also, the other day, was tapping into the Barbara and Shirley, the old school songs. Was that here or was that with the members? It might have been with the members. But I was tapping into that old school, the Motown. I don't know how many of y'all are going to be familiar. I've talked about this before, like years ago. But there's two songs, the Monica and Brandy song, that they did together. Back in the day, the baby boomer era, right? There was the Motown songs that was... I don't even know what the name of the songs are. No, I do know. Wait. Woman to Woman was the name of the songs. And then one of the ladies was Barbara, the other one was Shirley. One was married. I'm going to say this quick because I feel like somebody's watching that isn't familiar with this. But the OGs, y'all have heard me say this before. So the song is called Woman to Woman. I think both of them are called this. It's two different songs. And they're toward each other. The gag is that I think this was a real beef back in the day. Like, I don't think this was like the Brandy and Monica where it was just a song. Like, I think this was an actual beef between these women, where the wife of the guy was saying, like, that's my man, don't fuck with my man, don't touch my man, don't talk to my man, don't call my man, my man, my man, my man. I do everything for my man. I wash his clothes, I clean his balls, I wipe his ass, I feed him, I clothe him, the car he's driving you in, I bought it for him, my man, my man, my man, right? Cool, if that works for you. But then the other shorty made a song. I don't know which one is Barbara, which one is Shirley, but the other shorty made a song and basically was like, listen, sis, I hear you and I feel for you. Because low-key, you a dumb bitch. Because what you doing? She literally in the song is like, it seems to me that you doing much too much for this man. She literally says that. Which I'm like, yo, I never thought the day I would agree with like a side chick. But like, sis, what you doing? What are you doing? Like, me, myself, personally, I can't see myself involved with a man who's involved with somebody else. I can't do it. You know what I mean? Not unless I'm running the show. And running some type of polygamous thing. You know, the older I get, the more that seems like not a bad idea. Because I don't want to be babysitting these niggas all day. Like, if I could babysit him this half of the week and you got him that half of the week and we could co-parent over a dude, then maybe that might work. But I'm not sure how I feel about that entirely yet. But I digress. The message here is not that. The message here is that what the girl, the other girl said. That's the message that I'm tapping into. And whether it's another woman telling you this about this man or it's spirit telling you, like, I get it. You've been with him mad long. Or I get it. Y'all locked in. I get it. Y'all got kids. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. But you doing too much. Whether he got another shorty or not, you doing too much. Like, this motherfucker is fully grown, fully capable, bodily able, can work. Why he don't work? He can work. Or why are you working more hours than him? He can work. He's capable. Why are you doing it? Why are you buying him his car? Why he don't got you in a hoopty? Like, why? Why is that happening? And I'm saying why because I think that it's imperative that whoever this is really sit down and look at, like, why are you so comfortable maintaining this? Because you're really not comfortable. You're uncomfortable. You're overwhelmed. You're overworked and you're underfucked. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. I did not think we were going to come into the reading and this was going to be the thing. I think, you know what I think? I think it's also this woman is actually sitting there like, yo, what the fuck? Hold on. There were certain things that kind of came natural to this woman. And I think, you know how it's always the women who are genuine, right? It's always the women who love. It's always the ones who love that find themselves one day to the next. They wake up and it's like, I've been letting this motherfucker walk all over me for 10 years. Like, it's almost like, not even denial, but it's like shock. Like, you ever drove home and you get to the house and you're like, damn, I don't even remember driving home. Or I don't remember the route I took when I was driving home. Because you kind of were like in the zone. So somebody's feeling that way, but like, in regard to their life, like where they are today in their life. Like, and they're like, yo, this will send somebody into some type of psychosis though. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, y'all familiar with the what's her name? Hold on, it's gonna come to me. I can see her face. She's a blonde lady. This happened in the 90s. The last name Broderick. That she fucking offed her ex-husband and the new bitch. Yo, offed them. After, like, she went psycho. She was with that man for like 30 years. This is a real story. Like, you can, my true crime people, y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, I am. Hold on, because I'm in the middle of something I'm gonna forget saying. You got socks on your feet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
So I forgot her name, her first name. She's a blonde lady. The last name Broderick. Y'all could search this up. Shorty was with this guy for like 100 years. She looked 100 by the time she got locked up. I swear to God. But she built him up. Literally built him up. Like she put him through fucking law school, medical school. I think he was a lawyer. And she spent all her life, she was like a Betty homemaker, blah 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 blah. This was, you know, her whole life, she had kids with this man, 30, 40, however many years they were together. And then from one day to the next, homeboy cut. She didn't have no money, nothing, because she literally lived under him. She was the homemaker of the house. She was the stay-at-home mom, wife, doctor, caretaker, all the things. And then he was the one that made the bread. He fucking ended up getting with somebody from his job, like a, you know, assistant or whatever the hell. Anyway, he left the lady and left her pelá with nothing. Bicho hairs. That's what he left her with, right? And even turned the kids against her. Like, oh, your mom's crazy. I just want to be happy, blah, blah. The psychosis that this woman went into, she ended up offing him and his bitch. Her kids even turned on her at the end. Which, I mean, she killed him. Crazy, right? But like, I still wholeheartedly believe that if that case happened now, or when cases like that happen now, the punishment that comes, like the time that they get, is different than what they would have gotten. It's like with the Menendez brothers, same concept. Yeah, they annihilated their parents, kind of fucked up, right? But then when you think about the years of psychological and mental abuse, they didn't take that shit into consideration 30 years ago. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about here. Like, somebody literally, like I said, was like driving home and didn't even realize the route they took. For some, that's a metaphor for someone that I'm tapping into. Like, their life happened, the last 15, 20 years happened, and they don't even realize, like, why the fuck? Like, why did I let somebody play with me like that? Why? Because this was like, the logical part in my brain, I'm aware that the shit that this person has been doing, or the things that I've been allowing, don't make sense. Why have I been doing it? I can't even tell you. Like, that's where somebody is at right now, mentally. And I think that's why from the beginning of this part of the reading, because we're going to switch decks, because this got me twisted. But I think that this is why, from the beginning, I was tapping into the Queen of Wands as, like, Queen of Wands, but, like, Queen of Pentacles, but, like, Queen of Wands. But, like, I was going back and forth with her energy. Even though I'm looking at the Queen of Wands, I still was going back and forth on this. I think that's her energy. She's trying to figure out, like, was it crack? Was I smoking crack these 15 years? What's going on here? I also want to say, right, because we are going to move on from this, because this is, I don't know, but if any of this resonated that I've been rambling about for like the last fucking 30, 40 minutes, if any of that resonated with somebody, I just want to kind of throw it out there, like, you're not the first person. You ain't going to be the last person. So don't kick yourself too much in reference of, like, in, like, regard to, like, don't beat yourself up so much where now you too beat up to do the work that you need to do to get out of this and to turn this around. Because, like I said before, you're really about that. You're really capable. Like, you really can. You know, you really have. You really can do it. You really have done it. You really will do it. Don't let yourself... You've already sat for 10, 15 years. Like, you've already done that. Don't sit now for another 6 months. Don't even give these Me? What I would tell my own kid? Like, don't even give these motherfuckers another 15 minutes. Don't dwell. It happened. How can we do to change that so that it never happens again? What can we do? what feels right, what feels genuine. And in the same time of doing that, because the other day I was talking to y'all about abstinence. I sure was. I was talking to y'all about being celibate. I was talking to y'all about bringing back y'all energy. I was talking to y'all about how it's imperative for everyone, man and woman. But I was specifically talking to my women because I can't speak for men. I'm not. And I don't even like to speak for women because I am a woman, but everybody's experience is different. But the message, right? The message was for women specifically on working on their celibacy, working on this part of their journey where they're kind of like taking back their power and also alchemizing anything that is theirs, transmuting rather anything that is theirs that no longer fits the narrative. I'm strong, but I'm never gonna be strong enough again to where I'm dealing with my shit and your shit. I'm strong for my shit. I'm never gonna put myself in a position again where I gotta be strong for your shit too. I'm empathetic. I can empathize, but I'm never gonna carry around your bags. I got my own bags. Do I look like a bag lady to you? No, I got my own shit. So it's not, I remember like 15 years ago when Rihanna was letting out music. I know everybody loves Rihanna. I know. When Rihanna went through that situation with Chris Brown, and then she ended up like dressing in leather, she super sexualized her like her identity as far as like music. Like she went from being the pop queen of like innocent pop songs to like now it's like BDSM music, and like she was smoking weed every day. Like she went through a whole thing, right? She shaved her head on the side and was doing this pungy punk rock, you know what I'm saying? She went through like a whole bad girl era, villain era. Nobody acknowledged, first of all, that shit was not cute, because Rihanna is a big staple of like why women go outside to like fashion shows and shit and have pasties on their nipples. Because like the little Kims did it. They did it, right? But like those were women that were known for shit like that. When the Rihannas start to do it, when the Good Girls Gone Bad, because she literally made that a whole thing, Good Girls Gone Bad. And even now, we see her now married with how many kids? She's a housewife again, right? Because you always kind of go back, and maybe that's also why I was talking about the Queen of Cups to the Queen of Swords, because it's like the Queen of Swords doesn't not have love and empathy. She just is very like, she's very stoic, but she's also very no nonsense when it comes to who gets those parts of her. And what a lot of people also love to forget, or maybe most people aren't even old enough to know, the Rihanna and Chris Brown thing, Rihanna initiated that situation. She said it herself. She said it herself. She was putting hands on him. The wounds that she had were defensive wounds from him. And he probably snapped after a fact. And this is not me defending him, because I know he had a whole DV case with the bitch he was with after that. Also taking into consideration they were kids and shit. I'm saying all of this because the goal should never be that you went through something, and instead of being accountable for your role, in what transpired, we're so busy, like Adam ate the apple, Eve ate the apple, Adam ate it, Eve ate it. Matter of fact, it was Lilith's idea. Well, who the fuck is Lilith, right? Because most people don't even talk about that shit. You feel me? And so the point of the message here for this part, because like I said, I know we've been on here like 40 minutes, and I said I wasn't going to be on here for 2 hours, but I do want to pull from another deck after this. The point is learning how to be accountable for your shit and don't do the good girl gone bad. I mean, you can. Everybody got free will. But the good girl that turns bad is then accumulating karma, more karma. And then you're going to make the process even longer for yourself. So you want to do the good girl gone bad, cool. And hope that after the going bad, you can even come out of that unscathed. Because I personally know a lot of women that were good women, went bad within the Rihanna era, that are now burned for life. One stupid decision and your life can be changed forever. Let's not act like we don't know these simple laws of like how the universe works, right? If you want to play with your life like that, excuse me, That's cool. The message here is to not do that. Let's not play that game. Like, you can still be a boss. You can still be high vibed. You can still be all the things and not have to be a moron and not have to be careless. Like there's no reason why you gotta be a boss and then be a mean girl. There's no reason for that. I mean, you want to do it, cool. But like, there's really no merit for it. Like, you don't, in order to be a boss, you don't have to be a mean girl. In order to find love, you don't have to be a dick to men. Stop dealing with men that are dicks and stop making excuses for them. How do you do that? By being accountable to your own actions. Because like I said in the beginning of this message, even, I said, somebody already had. For those of y'all who didn't have this conversation, you need to be having the conversation. But there's a lot of y'all that have had the conversation. Those of y'all who are in relationships or even toxic friendships or like toxic relationships with your own parents. Like, for those of y'all who have already said that you had a boundary, time has already passed and people have already overstepped those boundaries. So what we doing? Because they've overstepped, we're just going to go good girl, go bad? Or they overstepped, so they need to go? Even for the people that we felt like they were going in our boat, our parents, our spouses we've been with for 20 years, like, they overstepped those boundaries, collective. So now what the next move is yours. What we doing? We playing chess or we playing checkers? What we doing? Because I said everything I said the last 40 minutes. That's the message. What we doing? What's the next move? Because your next move is going to determine which path we on. We're going to play oblivious and still cry wolf and still cry victim and still, oh my God, I'm so overwhelmed. Oh my God. Because if you announced what you needed to announce and you still overwhelmed and they still there, tomorrow don't cry that you overwhelmed still. Because when you cried it last week and nothing was changed and nothing was done, nothing was also done on your part. Nothing was also changed on your part. So stop bitching about them and start bitching to yourself and get yourself back in motion. Because somebody here that I'm talking to done fell off. And it's not okay. It's not okay. And if you haven't crashed yet, you will. If you feel overwhelmed, but you haven't crashed yet, you haven't fallen in a bed for 2 months because you fucking depressed, or you haven't started doing some real off-the-wall diabolical shit because now fuck it, good girl gone bad. If you haven't yet, you will. If you keep overstepping your own boundaries. Because essentially when people don't follow your boundaries or don't respect your boundaries rather, and you allow that shit to transpire, what you're doing is overstepping your own boundaries. You're not even following your boundaries. So how the fuck do you expect somebody else to? It feels like simple math. It feels like simple math, but I'm either talking to somebody who's super hard-headed, 9 of Wands, or somebody who, you ever talk to somebody and you're trying to tell them like, yo, I see where you're frustrated and I see where this person had you fucked up, but I also see where you fucked up. And they with you, they follow you up until you hit them with the but. This is your part of the mess. Then all of a sudden they got 90 million excuses. That's somebody pushing back. Listen, you want to keep pushing back on this, it's going to happen. The other day we were talking about how somebody was going to be pushed. You want to fight it, cool. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. The Hermit. And whatever. Oh, 3 cards face down. I thought it was 1. The Hermit. Did I show you? I did. The Hermit card. Which, this right here alone validates for me what I've been saying. Whoever I'm talking to, I'm not taking from the fact that your baby daddy is a deadbeat. Hello? I'm not taking from that. That's just like I said when I was talking about the Rihanna thing. I'm not defending him. I'm not, because I don't think you should hit women, right? As a man. But I also, and I know this is very unpopular, unfollow me, because I don't know what to tell you. But I'm a mother to a daughter. And I'm the first person to say, as a woman, if you put your hands on a man first and he beat the shit out of you, don't cry wolf. Don't think for a second that you have whatever right you have to hit a man first. And because you're a woman, just because you're a woman, he shouldn't hit you back. When you play stupid games, you get real stupid prizes. Okay? So, and like I said, I have a daughter, for anybody who's new here. A grown daughter. Shorty is like 20 minutes away, a breath away from 20 years old, okay? I've told her this her whole life. Keep your fucking emotions in check. And this may be specific to somebody, because the way that they got me on a whole, I'm all of a sudden angry. Like, I feel super like the audacity is audacity. So, because I've been in situations, I've been in many DV situations. So I'm not, because women always love to be like, oh, it's because you never been in it. Are you dumb? I will show you over 20 fucking police reports. I've been fighting for my daughter's life her whole life against her father, okay? When I tell you I've been in DV situations, I get it. But it's very different when you hitting a man back and fighting for your life, as opposed to the man hurt your feelings and you're hitting him first. That's different. That's not the same. So, whoever I'm talking to, whoever I've been talking to for a minute here, this shit that you've been doing or whatever you've been taking part in, like, at some point, because remember the other day I was like, somebody was going in like, oh, but this is just who I am. This is just who I am. And if you stay this way, you will always be this way. And if anything, you're going to sink. You're not going to float. So you're going to always be this way. And the situations that you find yourself in are going to be worse and worse and worse. Instead of making yourself better so that you can go through these fucked up situations less and less and less. You feel me? So whoever I've been talking to, I've been talking to you. Like, this is not like, oh, you know, yeah, but I'm making an excuse. No. No. That the Queen of Wands was the first card out. The fact that the Hermit comes out validates for me that we're talking about the Queen of Wands. We're not talking about the King of Wands and how he spazzed out. And if we're talking in reference to the Rihanna situation, it was in her best interest that people, because she, at one point, in the very beginning, she kept like, oh, just leave him alone. Just let him be. Why? Because you don't want him to talk. I think it was like she did a fucking interview with Oprah or whoever the fuck, like maybe 4 years later when she finally admitted, I hit him first. I hit him first. And I hit him hard. And then I hit him in the nuts. And the car was moving. Bitch, I could have killed both of us and whoever else on the road. Because a man in that position, especially while a car is moving, that's attempted vehicular manslaughter, whatever the fuck fancy word they got for it. But like, you could have caused an accident on the highway. Because you hitting him from the passenger seat. Of course she didn't want everybody to leave him alone. She didn't want him to speak. Like, and he took a hit. It's like 30 years later, people still bring that dumb shit up. Again, I'm not saying he was not wrong. He should have not hit her. Me being him, I would have kicked her out. And he did try. He was trying to kick her out the car. And I would have done the same thing. Bitch, I ain't going to jail for you, but I'm throwing you out. This moving vehicle. Sure the fuck am. Sure the fuck am. Because what are you doing? If I'm talking to other bitches and you can't deal with it, but you know the type of nigga I am, leave. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Leave. And I think that's how we started with this reading. There's somebody making excuses. Oh, but I got kids. Oh, but I got 10 years. Oh, but you stressed, bitch. He got a new bitch every week. What you doing? What are you doing? We do everything but leave. And that shit is so... If y'all understood how many females I had to cut on my life because of dumb shit like this, like, I can't co-sign, bro. I can't. I can't. Because I'm going to be the first one to walk away from you. And even if my life is in shambles, you will never get the satisfaction. And what comes after the shambles, you don't even want to be in my space again. Because I'm going to be the most disrespectful bitch you ever met in your fucking life. Are you dumb? Don't ever play in my face and think it's safe. But I'm not going to stay for 12 years and endure shit. Because what that's doing for me and my kids. And the thing with women is that we stay because of the parts of us that we don't want to acknowledge. It's fear. A lot of women fear being alone. A lot of women, and you know what's crazy when you look back at your own lineage? Like, for instance, if you come from like a family of like mostly women, or if all the women in your family are mostly single, Or if all the women in your family, the ones that are married, have had all type of scandal going on in their marriages. Like, if you look deep enough into your bloodline, you start to see, like, oh, the grandmothers we put on pedestals, how they make excuses for their toxic ass sons. Like, let's not. I think maybe that's why I was referencing Adam and Eve in this reading, because women, right? Women are supposed to be the staple. I know with the patriarch, they down us and try to downplay our role, but like in the spiritual community, you understand that a woman is a woman. A woman is everything and more. Even men start off as women first. You can't fucking change the Y and X chromosome. Like, it is what it is, right? And so if life starts and ends with the women, then why the fuck the women now are not doing what's best for them? And why the fuck, for so many centuries, us women have literally brought our shit. We've dismantled empires because we didn't want to be accountable. Where the fuck that comes from? Why? Why? It's hermit. The hermit is what we're talking about. This whoever this Queen of Wands is, it's the hermit. This is something that you need to start at this from the inside and figure it out. And maybe shame is what causes us to like do the opposite of what we should be doing. And I get it, right? Because I'm a human having this human experience. Maybe you embarrassed to say I did X, Y, and Z. But listen, this is why I always tell people, and I think I was just saying this too. It's a fucking broken record. This is what happens when you talk for a living. This is what happens. But I've said this to people my whole life. No one, not even my own kid can tell me about me. Because everything you can tell me about me is shit that I've told you about me. I already told you who I am. I told you all my toxic shit. I told you all my positive shit. I even gave you the blueprint of when shit like this happens, this is how shit react. This is how I react. This is what I'm working on. This is what I want to change. This is what I've noticed so far. Like, I'm very much that person. And so when we talk about the hermit and we talk about shame, I think that that's a big reason why a lot of women specifically don't acknowledge certain things. Because it's not even like it's shameful to tell it to other people. But I'm tapping into somebody who's like, I don't even want to admit this shit to myself. Like, I know I'm going to be my toughest critic. And so I don't want to admit that I was wrong here. Because then I'm just sitting in that space unless I actually do the legwork. And the legwork feels hard to do. But you're capable of everything else. I said you was overqualified. That's why I say when you see these readings, because I know I'll be coming for y'all heads. And it's us. It's not y'all. But it's us and it's not y'all. I'm not saying it because I don't understand. Or I'm not saying it because I'm not a girl's girl. I just told y'all the other day, I'm never gave that. Never gave that. I'm a woman's woman. But I'm never going to be a girl's girl. There's a real big difference there. Like, we cool. And I got a lot of love for you. But I will walk away from your ass even as a friend if you're not real about the shit that you really doing. And what you're really feeling. And how you're really fucking up out here. Because ain't no way. I'm damn near perfect, okay? And if I'm fucking up out here and I'm making mistakes, then bitch, you making mistakes too. You feel me? Like, that's just the way that I look at it. Like, everybody, nobody's infallible. Nobody. The hermit got me on a tangent. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, the Wheel of Fortune is always spinning. The Wheel of Fortune is change. So at some point here, that the whole point of the reading, the whole point of the message rather, is to change. Whether for some I'm initiating this change, like hearing these things coming out of my mouth is triggering change, or this is already the journey that you're on, the changing. Every day is baby steps. This ain't gonna happen overnight. It is impossible. It didn't happen overnight for you to switch and be this person and end up allowing certain things or enabling certain things or overlooking certain things. Like, that takes time. It takes time. And if it took time for that, it's gonna take time to retract and rebuild. Is what's the saying? Rome wasn't built overnight. I mean, it probably was, but you know. It probably was. Knight of Pentacles. with the Five of Pentacles. Mind you, these cards were face down, so this is unknown. This is a Six of Pentacles. This is a Six of Pentacles. This is somebody rebuilding. But with the Knight, this is somebody acknowledging that this is going to take time. Years. 6 years, 5 years, 1 year, however. Either way, I've been saying from the beginning to the Queen of Wands, it's not that she's not capable, the Magician. It's not that she's not capable. She got everything that she could possibly need to be a stand-up woman, a high vibe woman, a divine woman. Everything she possibly could need is already in her. She already got it. It's just somebody's using these things for something different. They're not utilizing correctly. They may not even be utilizing parts of themselves. Yo, I'm tapping in. Whoever this Queen of Wands is somebody that can literally, a visionary. You can literally build a whole fucking, you can build a business just because of an idea you had. You can fucking, I don't know, you fucking done solved the fucking relevance, gravity theory before fucking Einstein did, because you have it. You know your numbers, you know chemistry, you know that, like, you're so smart. But then when it comes to like the personal shit, and because of the trauma that you've endured, the shit that you allow it's like you're the boss and you're corporate and you're this and you're that when you're at work, and then you go home and now you're just subject to somebody's side bitch. What? Come the fuck again? Like, it just... Stop playing with your own potential. Whoever the fuck I'm talking to, stop playing. Because that's what you're doing. You're playing with yourself. And not in the right way. This is diabolical. Okay? This is not good. It's not okay. It's unacceptable at this point. I feel like back in the days, it was easier for women to have, like, make excuses. I'm over here looking through the decks. I want to pull from here. Back in the days, it was easier to make certain excuses. But, like, now, where we are today, as a society, it's like, come on. Like, what you doing? You know what I mean? Don't do that. We're going to pull from the New Era. Really quickly. This one. One of the OGs was talking to me yesterday, and we were talking about this deck specifically. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm like, let's see, because we've had like a few different conversations about this deck recently, and I haven't pulled from it. So let's see what we get here. And I'm getting hungry. For anybody who's just now coming in, we're going to be live every day for the next 33 days. Where this idea came from, I'm blaming y'all. Y'all pressure me. Y'all peer pressure me. No, I'm joking. But we are going to be live every day for the next 33 days. We started October 10th, which was yesterday, was day 1. If you missed yesterday's live, I know it's like 8 hours long. But you might want to, like, play it while you're driving or something, like a podcast episode or something. You don't got to watch it. But if you listen to it, it might be some shit in there for you. It was 3 hours worth of shit that we were doing. We're going to do it from 10:10 all the way to 11:11. Why would I play with myself like that? I don't know. But, you know, here we are. Here we are. So... And also, everybody on the memberships, we're still going to be tapping in. I'm still going to be on there telling y'all my business, apparently. I just was recording for y'all a little while ago. Because I had a few people last night. I woke up this morning and I was checking. And I had a few people even message me, even on the Discord. Like, yo, what does this mean for the members? I'm just going to do live, but, like, I'm still tapping in with the members like regular. We still on that. And anybody that got personals coming up, I'm still doing those. Like, it's not going to change. It's changing shit on my schedule as far as, like, the other shit that I do for work. I'm just moving certain things around. But it's not going to change anything as far as this platform as a whole. Like, in regards to the members or anything like that. Six of Pentacles. Damn, that's a lot of cards. But they fell. So, I want to see... My bad. I gotta plug in the charger because Last thing we want to do is die on the table. All right, so the Six of Pentacles. I don't know if I showed y'all. And then all these cards face down. And it's raining. I don't know if I told y'all that. I'm in New York. It's raining. We got a whole northeastern hitting us this weekend. So, like, if it sounds like piss in the background, like water, that's what that is. I don't know what to tell you. Three of Pentacles. This is somebody acquiring something and you can't do it on your own. And I mean, not that you can't. Because even if you can, why would you deplete your energy like that? If you don't need to do it on your own, don't do it on your own. You feel me? Like, don't put that added stress on yourself. Don't do that. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying that? And it's funny because as I put the cards down, I realized that that's 9 Pentacles. Doing something on your own. Somebody may want to have, like, they want to do something on their own because they want to take the credit for something, or like they want to be able to say like they did it on their own. Okay, so this also feels too like somebody is just because you're doing something on your own, just because you're building something, doesn't mean that you can't accept help here and there. Yeah. Like, don't let it take from you. The whole point of something you're doing is to add value, right? Don't let it take. Don't let it drain you. And don't let the pride thing, don't let that get in the way. Also, somebody has weeded out or is weeding out people that offer help only to say at the end, well, you wouldn't have that unless I helped you. Somebody is weeding that out. They specifically showing me a fucking gardener, which is liquor spirit. Also, really quickly, the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups speaks of, I just looked at this again, like, is this a Three of Swords? It's not. And you can tell because, first of all, y'all see the E that I have written on the card? That was when I first got the deck, to remind myself that it's Earth, so it's Pentacles. But if you see the little upside down triangle, that represents Earth energy. And all the cards have it. So sometimes when y'all see me looking at the cards, y'all see the E right here? Don't look at my crusty ass nails. I'm on this new journey. And I struggle every day because I feel like a little boy. I hate my nails being like this. But they growing. It's just I keep filing them down. Either way, don't judge me, is what I'm saying. So if y'all ever see me looking at the cards and I'm like, it's because I'm trying to see what is on the card. Because I got a few decks that are like this that when I first get them, I study them and I like write on them so that I can know what I'm dealing with on the table. Either way, this is 9 of Pentacles collective with the 4 of Swords. Oh, no, what I was going to say before I talked about this 4 of Swords was 3 of Pentacles speaks of like working together, but it's also like the spiritual aspect of this Earth card would be like spirit saying, or the divine saying, like, I'm signing off on this. Like this thing that you're putting work into, I'm with you 110%. Like I think you should definitely do it. I think you should definitely pursue it. It's like the yes card from spirit, the 3 of Pentacles. So it's a 9 of Pentacles, right? But it's the 3 of Pentacles that gets the yes from spirit. Yes, let other people help you. That's the 3 of Pentacles. It's coming together to work on something. Somebody may be helping you with something that you have put a lot of time and effort in. Somebody's also worried about allowing other people to help them with something because they have like OCD. Like they don't want they want things in particular ways and they don't want it to be fucked up. But it's like, listen, if you can articulate that, I'm pretty sure you can find someone that can do it exactly the way you want it done. And that's it. Like it doesn't have to be hard, is what Spirit is telling me. 4 of Swords, which speaks of healing. A truce, which is wild. It says truce on the card. And if y'all look, you can see the A for air. See that? You see the triangle is different? 4 of Swords. A truce. And it has a Libra symbol on it. Somebody could be making peace in Libra season. Like making peace with someone, or making peace with the fact that something is what it is, making peace with something. You feel me? What's the next one? Wow. Leo, strength. Somebody's about to, somebody knows, or somebody's almost like desensitized to, like somebody their whole life has been told, oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong. Oh, you're so strong. I just feel like they've like removed themselves from that. It's so many people have said that to them, and they have felt so depleted that it's almost like, yeah, bitch, whatever. Like, I don't feel strong. This shit is kicking my fucking ass every day. I don't feel strong. Okay? The thing is, I think that coming into this new space, somebody's gonna finally realize, like, I am fucking resilient as fuck. Like, I really, when I apply myself, I really can. And I think it's been lost on them for a while, is what I want to say. Which is super unfortunate, but it's good that it's gonna come back around. And at a heightened sense with the High Priestess, Pisces energy. It's funny, this whole reading, even before when we were pulling from the other cards, I didn't see it. We didn't even see the moon or nothing like that. Like, I wasn't tapping in with Pisces energy at all. Somebody could have just walked through the door. That's what it feels like. This may be a person that's like, I'm here. What you need? You need help? It's like fresh eyes, too. It's like, because it's not like God walks in the room, right? That's not what I'm saying. But it's like somebody, first of all, this person, if this is an actual person, it's a breath of fresh air is what it feels like. I love those type of people. I strive to be like that. I ain't perfect, but I try. But like, it's a breath of fresh air. It's like somebody who comes in, they're not going to throw shit back at your face. They're not going to fucking try to be the boss of what you got going on and run shit and run you out. They're not going to try to cut your throat for your position that you're going for. Like, this is somebody who genuinely wants to see you win. And so they come in and you're scrambling and you're all over the place and you're getting shit done, but like just barely meeting deadlines. And somebody comes in and they put their bag on the floor and they roll their sleeves up and they're like, where you need me? Where you need me and exactly what you want me to do, I got you. Where? Which way? It's like that. High Priestess. It's somebody who's not threatened. Listen, be great. Even if that means you're going to be greater than me at this, then that's your calling. I ain't mad at it. Be great. I don't need no type of recognition. I don't need no type of like acknowledgements. Like, as long as you're good and you're in one piece, and by the time this comes back around, success on the Six of Pentacles. By the time this comes back around for you, I just want you to be able to enjoy that. Like, if I don't come in and help, or if nobody comes in and helps, because it's not about me. With the High Priestess, it's like, it's not about me. This is like, I'm just coming in because no one's here helping you, or the people who are here are giving you double work. But I genuinely know what it's like to win, or I genuinely know what it's like to want to win. And I also know that even if I've not gotten there yet, when it is my turn, I don't want to be up there at the podium, and I don't want to be depleted. I want to be in an energy where I at least have some left so that I can enjoy the fruits of my labor. And so even though it's not my turn yet to be at that podium, whatever I could do to help you on your journey to it, because I want you to be able to bask in your success. All the hard work that you put in, like, I want you to be able to enjoy that. It's somebody who's genuine. This could be a friend. It definitely feels like a friend. It could be a family member. It could be a stranger that turns into a friend. Yeah, because it feels like Pisces energy kind of came out of nowhere. But it feels very authentic. Also, too, I just want to say, because I know Geminis get the heat for being like two-faced. And Pisces energy, unless you're high vibe, Pisces energy is always ready to kick my ass. Always. Because the thing with Pisces energy is represented by the fish, right? The two fish. Pisces should be represented by a fucking chameleon. Okay? Because Pisces energy, if there's one thing about Pisces, and this could be a really good thing, and if it's not, it can be a really bad thing. But that's not selective to Pisces. Every sign, every person has that. Right? You have a high vibrational or a low vibrational. It is what it is. Because I'm an Aquarius, but I've met some Aquariuses that are demons. Okay? Okay. So now that that's out the way, Pisces shouldn't be described as a fish. Pisces to me should be described as a chameleon, because Pisces is like the queens. Even if I'm talking about the men, Pisces energy is like the king and queens of petty. Y'all motherfuckers, when it's brought to you, oh, you're gonna match it. And you're gonna take it to an extreme, which is cool. I'm all the way in the business of doing shit like that. Not matching the energy, but taking it to an extreme. I'm all the way with that. But what fucks y'all up is when y'all matching energy. Because if you have the unfortunate pleasure of being in front of somebody who has toxic energy, when you match it, all you're doing is accumulating your karma. You know what I mean? It kind of puts you back. So for me, I look at Pisces as a chameleon. So now when we're talking about Pisces, came in damn near equivalent to like godly energy in this reading, a savior. I said somebody looked at Pisces like a fucking breath of fresh air. This could be happening in Pisces season for somebody. They're like, you're building a business. Let's say it's not another person. Let's say this is Pisces season. So you're building something, you're doing it on your own, Nine of Pentacles. But in Pisces season, for some reason, they pass some type of law that now the business or the type of work that you're doing, you're going to be able to get grants that you don't got to pay back. That's going to help you. It's like that. If it's a person, it's somebody, like I said, that's going to come in and help you just out of the genuineness in their heart. Like, they know what it feels like, or they know what they want it to feel like when it's their turn. And just off of that, they're going to give you all the help you need because they see that you're right there about to win. There's no hate, there's no bad blood, there's no side eye, there's no funny business at all with this energy. The only time Pisces can match this is if that's what Pisces is reflecting. So when somebody's saying, well, why is Pisces coming in like that? Well, bitch, because that's how you move. You spent your whole life helping people. People been telling you your whole life you're resilient. You've been healing. You've been doing the work. So when Pisces comes in to help, Pisces is going to help the same way you helped. For some of y'all, this is somebody that you've helped already before and expected nothing in return. And let me tell y'all, when shit like this happens, my best friend, my very, very best friend, like I don't even talk much about this girl. She's never been in a vlog. Like, when I tell y'all I'll protect this woman at every single fucking cost, like, my whole heart. This woman is, I get super fucking emotional speaking about this woman. I don't even speak to her every day. Like, we speak once every like few weeks type of shit. Sometimes every few months, depending on where life got us. Because we live two separate, totally, completely different lives. I may one day tell this story, but I don't know. But the way I met her, I didn't have to meet her. I didn't have to exert myself. And fast forward like 4 or 5 years later, the way she came through for me and my kid, the way she came through for my kid, I can't even, respectfully, I can't even say like that's my bitch. Like, that's my heart. Like, I'm going to jail, wringing somebody's neck, killing somebody with my bare hands over this woman. So when I say that somebody comes in and it's like, it almost is like, damn, I just saw God walk through the fucking pearly gates. But it's because of either, and even if this is not somebody you've helped in the past, it's because of how you have shown up in your past. For me, my personal story is that I showed up for her in a way. That I came through the fucking pearly gates for her. There was probably every reason for me to abort mission. But I still showed up and I expected nothing in return. And I never tell that story. This is the closest thing I've ever done to telling that story. And I'm only doing it because this resonates here. So in my story, it happened with the same person. But this doesn't have to be the same person. Because literally, Spirit is saying the way you've shown up for people. The way you've shown up for people in your life. And the way you've expected nothing back. Because when I tell y'all, Pisces energy is a mirror. They're the chameleons. When a chameleon is in a green area, the chameleon looks green. When a chameleon is in a white area, the chameleon is white. So if you ever meet a Pisces and they're toxic, what they reflecting? What they reflecting? So somebody's like watching me. I don't know if it's now, like live, or if somebody's watching me after the fact. And they're like, yo, I never looked at Pisces energy like that. But when you think about it, or if I think about it, I'm telling you, I always, people who are Pisces, a lot of times they take that wrong. Like, bitch, no. I'm telling you. And it's not even like, I don't fuck with Pisces. I got the most prominent position in my chart is fucking Pisces. Okay? So this is not even no shade. This is just a reality. 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles, which is wild, because in this 5 of Pentacles, there's nothing but dead fish. Suffocated fish. They're out of the water. Holy shit. We were just talking about Pisces energy. First of all, I know we were just talking about Pisces, but like, something with Scorpio energy. Scorpio going through something. I feel like Scorpio always going through something. No shade. But like, Scorpio is very much in their bag. Scorpio is the sign that's like, they don't just feel sad. Like they feel they've drowned in emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like Scorpio. You can't just have one bad day. It's got to be a bad year. Like, that's the energy that I'm feeling here with Scorpio energy. I don't know if Scorpio's saying this to somebody or if somebody's saying this to Scorpio, but somebody's like, bruh, you couldn't just have a bad week, bitch. Like, it had to be a bad month. Like, what are we doing here? Come on. Get up. Go back to work. Do something. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Somebody could be giving a Scorpio a pep talk. Maybe it's Pisces. I was just talking about Pisces and now they're showing me dead fish. I don't know. The 8 of Swords. The 8 of Swords, and it's elephants. The elephants. I just feel like somebody has slept on their potential for a long time. I don't know, maybe something happened. Somebody went through a drought. Ooh, I don't like that. Somebody went through a drought. Somebody went all in with something that they were supposed to just give a sample to. I don't know if there's a relationship. I don't know. But somebody went all in, and what they ended up doing was depleting their energy. Their whole bloodline ends up fucked. I just was saying this before about how when I was talking about women with the Queen of Wands, I went on a whole 40-minute tangent. If you missed it, you missed it. You might want to rewind this. I promise you. Because I was just saying, you remember when I was talking about Barbara and Shirley? And how one of them told the other one, it seems to me like you're doing much too much for that man. And I said, when you're pouring in and pouring in and pouring in, Queen of Pentacles, and you're not getting anything back, you're not just fucking your own shit up. You're fucking your shit up and everybody else who's counting on you, i.e. children, if, you know, you have kids. It's like, think of going through like a really toxic relationship. There's no way you go through that and your children aren't affected. Even if the children aren't physically in the home seeing the abuse or the toxicity. Just off of your energy being depleted, you're starving your children. I promise you. Even though that's not your intention. Look at the fish. The whole family is down. Everybody going through the drought. This isn't selective to one. I do feel like with the 8 of Swords though, because it's elephants that they're showing, and elephants are super fucking wise. Super wise. Like, these motherfuckers, they smart. You would be surprised. I think even like a totem, like an elephant totem, if we were to look it up online, I'm pretty sure elephants are like they represent something wise. It's not a dark deck, but they're kind of I know what oracle we're gonna use, and it don't fit the aesthetic, but we're gonna use it anyway. Because they're showing me the elephants. And I feel, I could be wrong, but what I'm feeling is like wise energy from the elephants. And I just feel like it's in your best interest to keep it moving, look for water. Don't sit here like a dead fish, or don't put yourself in a position to where, because fish, it's dry land. You can't even look. You can't even look for the water because you can't move. Don't put yourself in a position where you are completely depleted. Don't do that. Two of Swords. And the Ten of Wands. Two of Swords, Ten of Wands. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, which is a Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Somebody's tired of their own shit. I'm smiling because good. Good. It's a good thing. Eight of Swords. These aren't swords, because this is swords. Eight of Pentacles. Somebody's tired of their own shit. Because I just put the card down thinking that don't make sense for the Eight of Swords. It makes sense for the Eight of Pentacles. You see how God be showing up for me? This is not even... And I was just telling y'all how I got the shit written on it. And I didn't even look at it. Y'all see the E right there? Earth. This is Earth. This is air. You see the triangle here? See the A? There you go. There you go. Somebody's like, there you go. That's funny. I gotta have one of my OGs in the chat because that's usually... Somebody's like, bitch. Somebody's doing that. Charlotte causing hell in there. She is so pissed off. I'm not even... We'll talk about it on the membership. She is fucking pissed off with my ass. Let me tell you. Today's the day for Charlotte. She ready to fuck my whole world up. That's wild. That's wild how I was saying somebody's tired of their own shit. But if this would have been the Eight of Swords, that would have not made sense. Because now I'm looking at this. It's not the Eight of Swords, but I'm looking at it. If this was the Eight of Swords, this is somebody blocking themselves from it. So we have the Five of Pentacles. Can y'all see the cards? Hold on. So we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords, right? Quote unquote. For those of y'all who are just listening to me, it's the Eight of Pentacles. But I was looking at it as the Eight of Swords. So Five of Pentacles. Hold on. Somebody's dealing with something and they're looking at it completely the wrong way. You know why? Look at me being accountable. This is not the Five of Pentacles. This is the Five of Wands. So when I was just saying about the elephants in pursuit of what's going to be better for them instead of staying stuck and stagnant, the Five of Wands, because that's what this is. Look at it. See the W in the corner? Look at the triangle. That's not Pentacles. That can't be Pentacles if this is Pentacles. You feel this? You see this? I said, you feel this? Somebody's looking at something. Oh, okay. Somebody's going through something and I feel like it's super dark. And they feel like there's no way out. The reason why they feel this way is because they're looking at the situation wrong. I just looked at the cards wrong. Which is, it's ironic, right? How that would happen when I don't usually... Because I have a few decks that are written on. When I tell y'all... Because I pull from this deck a lot. I just don't do it. I was just telling one of the OGs, I do this and I don't do it on camera. Because this deck... this deck... Okay. I don't like to do it on camera. I don't even read with these cards for the members. It's very randomly, very rarely even that I do that. The fact that I just, not even 10 minutes ago, was explaining to y'all, showing y'all over here when we were looking at the Three of Pentacles. I was just explaining to y'all that this little triangle is Earth and how I wrote on the card, blah, blah. I never do that. I never do that. So the fact that I have it here, it says it on the card, and I still read it wrong. So you're looking at something, you're looking right at it, but you're only seeing what you want to see. You're not looking at it with a clear vision. You're not looking at it. Somebody's not looking at something with the intention of getting out of it. Somebody's playing victim. Somebody's very comfortable, has made themselves very comfortable being a victim. At this point, though, you've made yourself the victim to your own circumstances. So, like I said, even with this, Nine of Pentacles, Spirit is bringing you help. They've acknowledged that you need help with something. Even if you're doing it on your own, cool. But you can still do it on your own and accept the help. By doing it on your own, even when you've been given resources and you've been given help, like options to get help, if you still decide to do it on your own and you can barely fucking sustain at the end, because the Five of Wands is somebody fighting to their last breath, quite literally, with the dead fish all over the place. That's your own fault. Damn. I was trying to look at this all positive. I mean, it is. It's a tough pill to swallow is what it is. Because this being the Five of Wands, this being the Eight of Pentacles, somebody's fighting against doing the work that is necessary. I was going to say active. Reason why I was going to say active is because Five of Wands, somebody's pushing back. The elephants aren't doing what the fish are doing. The fish have fought so much. They fuck their own selves up. They're far from the water. There's nothing left for them. They literally choked themselves. Not choked themselves. They suffocated themselves. Because they've depleted their own energy. And didn't accept any help from anybody else. Or from any other source. With the Eight of Pentacles, you had an option to do the work. You had an option to walk your ass to the ocean. Or to the river. Or to the whatever. Whatever was put there to help you. You had the option to do it. I also think that some of us call things like this a test, because I feel like they're showing me a desert and they're showing me like a river right off of a desert, but it's where you are, like you're here and the river is all the way over here. And so you have the water, you have the resource, but you got to get yourself there. It's not, Spirit is not going to put the water right here so you can just roll in. No. Devil energy does that, by the way. Devil energy does shit like that. Spirit puts it here. And there's also too, there's always a reason why that's the location. I'm obviously using this as a metaphor, but follow along. It's obviously a reason why it's here. It's like where you are right now, the land is not livable. It's not sustainable. But if you walk your ass and do the work, Eight of Pentacles, or the elephants, and you get yourself, it's a long journey. It's not easy. We talk about doing the road less desired, right? That's what we do on this platform, in case you knew. By the time you get to where the pond is at, the water, that motherfucker got a whole reef that's flourishing, fuck sustainable. The land around it has shit growing, crops. Like, it's not just sustainable because take a few sips and keep it moving. You can grow here. There's something here. It's more than just one resource, which is why Spirit didn't put the pond here, where the land is not fertile, where the land is not this, or where a fucking reef would not be able to survive, or just barely survive. So you would have to deplete your energy anyway to sustain the reef. Whereas where Spirit put the reef, out of frame, up the mountain, down the hill, on the other side of the fucking whatever, right? The reef will sustain itself. The ecosystem there is like making itself, like it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. You don't have to put extra here. You can live off of this. You can survive off of this. Actually, you can flourish off of this. So why are you fighting? Because somebody is standing here with their hands like this. Well, why the fuck the water's not here? I'm tired. I've been walking. I've been doing. I've been exercising. I've been. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of this. How much more? Remember in the beginning I was talking when we tapped in with the Neon Tarot, and I was saying how somebody is like, I've done, but I'm tired. And I was saying, well, you have to choose that every day. You have to flip that switch every day. This is not, you flip the switch once and that's it. No, you have to put into this every day. This is not done. Your work is not done. I was saying that before. And somebody's standing there and somebody's like, no, I'm not moving from here. I'm not moving. That's over there? Cool. I'm right here. I mean, listen, we all got free will, so you can do that. That's how you're going to end up. It's also the Queen of Wands saying, I ain't got to admit none of that shit. I've been doing it, right? So I'm going to keep sustaining this way. Okay. We want to see if these motherfuckers you sharing your bodies with not going to have you like this. Sooner than later. Because it's inevitable. It's inevitable. If we were looking at this correctly, we would see that even though something looks difficult, it's that way for a reason. There's things that I'm going to learn. There's things that on my journey from here to here, the Eight of Pentacles, on this journey from there to there, I'm going to find some seeds that I could grow. I'm going to find some tools that I could use to grow these crops. I'm going to find some shit on my way over there. There's a reason why you're being drawn to this. Eight of Pentacles. And with the Two of Swords, because this is in fact the Two of Swords. Now I feel self-conscious. Like I got to show y'all so y'all can make sure. Because I feel like somebody was in the chat. I'm going to tap in. I got the thing covering the iPad because y'all know when I get in the vibe. When IZ came out here, I was a little bit. So I kind of covered the chat real quick. It's charged. It's there. But we're going to tap in. But I definitely feel like somebody's in the chat like, no. Because I explained to y'all which one was Earth. So I just know some of y'all saw this and was like, Eight of Swords. That's the Eight of Pentacles. I hear y'all. No me grite. No me grite. Don't scream at me. Two of Swords. Somebody was in denial. Somebody was in denial about their ability to uphold this Ten of Wands. Because the Ten of Wands speaks of putting down burdens, but the ones that are not yours. Yeah, the ones that are not yours. I don't know why, but I feel like there's more. Maybe that's because I'm supposed to pull more. Swords, Pentacles. Cups. Cups. When I did the cards, I did them wrong. Or I did this one wrong, rather. The oppression speaks of wands. Oh, somebody's going through all of those emotions. How did I read that card at first? I read that card as pentacles. I said pentacles first. And then I said wands. So somebody's feeling abandoned. Somebody's on their own with this. Maybe that's why they feel abandoned. It's like somebody's choosing to be stubborn and not accept help and not this and not that. But somebody's alone with that. Because the majority of people are gonna... I think in the past, it was the cool thing. It was the it thing to do. Like, nobody want to go on the journey. Nobody want to do the work, right? Cool. But I think as time has gone on, a lot more people have understood the assignment. And it's like, I don't want to go on the journey. But I know if I don't go on that journey, I'm going to be fucked in the end. And so I'm going on the fucking journey. I'm going to be tight the whole way, but I'm going. Somebody yesterday was in the chat, was like, I'm at work too. Fuck this job, but I'm still going though. Somebody was saying that in the chat. I think it was Shayna was saying that in the chat yesterday. But that's the energy we were picking up with the Five of Pentacles. And then I said it's the Five of Wands because I actually have a W. Oh, W is not for water. I put W is not for wands, it's for water. It's Five of Cups. So I didn't do the card wrong. I'm reading the card wrong. So I'm still looking at something wrong. Well, that's the message. Somebody's still looking at it in a wrong way. Because then the Five of Wands, somebody was resisting. You may... somebody may... If this is you, somebody's feeling like, yo, you're not even trying to help yourself. Right? But I feel like Spirit wants you to understand. If this is not you, if this is somebody else, Spirit wants you to understand, like, it's not that they're choosing this because they're lazy. They emotionally, physically can't. They can't. They've been through so much. Somebody physically feels like they cannot do this. Somebody needs extra help. Somebody needs extra help, or somebody's going to need something. It's something different. It's like what would common sense would tell somebody, I've been choosing this, it's not working, I'm going to choose that. Common sense tells us that, right? But this is somebody that they need more, in order to be able to push forward. Because they're showing me the fish, and it's like the fish may not be dead. I mean, there's mad fish in the card. You see 5. The 5 fish are still alive. If you look closely at the card, I'm going to show y'all in a second, but if you look closely at the card at the top, all right, you see these fish that look white? I was looking at it like if they were dead. They may not be dead, because if you look back here, there's other fish thrown around. Yeah, I thought it was the rocks. It's not. Those are fish. Those are dead. These may still be alive. They're dying. They're dying, but they still have something in it. They still have something in them. They can still be saved. Okay. Maybe this is you, where it's like there's somebody that is in your space, or maybe this is a part of you that you feel like has died, but it's not dead. You can still revive this. It's just you're gonna have to actually apply yourself to do this. Like you have to get out this 2 of Swords. I've not looked at the 2 of Swords wrong. I've not looked at the 10 of Wands wrong. The ones that I looked at the wrong way was the work that needed to be done, because I was looking at it as an 8 of Swords. And the 5 of Cups. Somebody could be overlooking. You could be overlooking your own feelings in regard to something. Or somebody else is overlooking your feelings. Or you are overlooking somebody else's feelings. It's like in your mind, they should just get it. But not everybody processes information the same. Not everybody deals with shit the same. I was saying that too in the beginning of this reading, how when I was talking about trauma for that little like 15 minutes, I was talking about how something that could be traumatic to me, to you may not be traumatic because of your capacity. My capacity, I almost died dealing with that. But for you, you may bypass it, but something else may affect you in the way that this affected me, right? So there's somebody who's dealing with something. I think this person may have vocalized like, I can't. I physically cannot bring myself to do this anymore. And somebody else is saying, are you dumb? Like, come on, let's go. But I think they're going to need more than that. Like that sometimes the tough love is good, but sometimes tough love is great. But you have to know, utilize your discernment. You have to know when to apply it. And sometimes it's going to be pointless because it's not going to get through. And so for some of you, this is pertaining to other people, whether this is you or somebody else. But for a lot of us, this is us having the realization of like, oh, so when I'm going through this, it's not because I'm lacking or I'm this or I'm weak or I'm that. It's because this part of me needs this. This part of me needs this. Somebody's understanding too, finally understanding that it's not a one size fits all. That's not how life works. What worked for you in the past may not work for you now, and vice versa, right? And also, something may not have ever worked for you in this area, but it worked in every other area, and so you're kind of like trying to force your foot in, but it's not going to fit because there's this right here deserves a different size. It requires, actually, not deserves. It requires a different size in order for it to fit. We just have to figure out what because this right here is going to be different for everybody. Your 5 of Cups is going to be different. For some of you, this is romantic. For others of you, this is how you apply yourself in business. For others of you, this is how you articulate yourself. For others of you, this is how you handle your solitude. There's something here that is causing you pain, or there's something here that you have grown to regret. I also want to say despise. Somebody despises this part of themselves. They hate it. They hate that they have to start getting emotional, or they hate that it requires something that's not like black and white. Somebody is very uncomfortable with this part of themselves. Y'all motherfuckers just took me on a loop. But the journey is not perfect. For none of us. Perfection at the bottom with the 4 of Pentacles. And I'm for sure this is the 4 of Pentacles. Y'all see? Okay. The way this reading should have triggered my trust issues. Because how the fuck I got that wrong? I'm looking at the fucking cards that I wrote on these cards. How the fuck did I read them wrong? But I'm actually cool on it. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's That's a whole message for somebody too. We're gonna pull really quick from the secret language. My ears. I feel like I'm in a submarine. That's how I hear myself all of a sudden. Which, no pun intended, right? The suffocating fish that are out of water. I feel like I'm in it. Oh, shit. Not okay. Spirit is like, all right, we couldn't like put this deck away, like all away, under the shelf. Put it away. Don't take it out for the next fucking 30 days. That's funny. Anytime, I don't usually pull cards for myself, but anytime I do pull cards for myself, it's from this deck. We're gonna pull, but I'm not even gonna like let one fall out. I'm gonna go straight to the elephant because that's the reason why we're pulling from this deck. So I would normally like shuffle and do a whole thing, but I'm not gonna even waste that time. It's crazy. I don't even remember the last time I seen this deck before today. That's how long I haven't pulled from it. If anybody who's just now coming in, get real comfortable. I hope you hit that subscribe button by now. The notification bell, because we're going to be live for the next 32 days now. 31 days now. It was 33 days. So from 10/10 to 11/11, we're going to be live every day. There we go. 16, the elephant. Honor, empathy, responsibility, and cooperations. Cooperation. Perfection. Perfection is a fucking Wands card. It's fire. Or I'm tweaking. I might be tweaking. You know what making me think of that? Because I remember pulling from that deck one time for myself, which is funny because that's the last thing I said when I put the fucking deck away. I remember pulling from that card one time and I remember thinking, perfection, perfection, with the fucking Four of Wands, perfection. Like it triggered the fuck out of me. I was going through a real toxic relationship, okay? Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. I gotta check this because what? Yo, if my girl Soraya is not in the chat yet, she's gonna be tight. She missed this one because what is even happening? Wait. Does it have the names in here? Because I really don't want to go through the whole thing. It does. Okay, so what I think it's the Four of Wands. Espérate. Venus and Aries. Something's happening with Venus energy. I was going to say area. Something is happening with Venus energy. Who was talking? Was it Balmy Spirit that was talking? I think it was. I caught her video yesterday. I was hearing it while I was editing. And she was talking about something with Venus and Aries. So now I'm going to leave the fucking book out. Because when I go inside and start editing, I'm going to go back to this. Because it says the correspondence on the card is Venus and Aries. I mean, it makes sense with the Four of Wands to be at the bottom. Because it speaks of harnessing our strength, concentration. In the reverse, it would have been unwillingness to learn something new. But in the upright, it is willing to learn something. So it makes sense with the reading. It's just funny how... Because I'm looking for the elephant card and I'm like, perfection. Perfection is not the Pentacles. Perfection is fucking Four of Wands. The fucking Four of Wands. I said it exactly like that to myself. That's so funny. It's funny. What's funnier is that I was just on here talking about I'm the closest thing to perfect. I was being sarcastic, by the way, but I was just saying that a few minutes ago. Yo. Trigger. This is why this deck usually goes under the shelf. Okay? In the back, all the way at the bottom. That's why. Let's tap in with the elephants really quickly. Because I'm hungry, it's time for bed, like all the things. It's also Saturday, so I know I'm going to get a few phone calls today. You heard? 16. Right here. All right. So the question is, are we going to read the whole thing? We're going to read the message. We're going to read the message right here. Does it go to the next page? It does. Okay. That's fine. So, the Elefante. It says, when elephant enters your life, she brings blessings of the highest order. Through the path of gentle power and cooperation, which is funny because in that new era, the elephants are on a path. I should have left the elephant's card out so I could hold it with this one, but y'all get the picture. The path through the gentle power of power and cooperation. She calls the Four of Wands. One of the meanings was cooperation on the card. Through the path of gentle power and cooperation, she calls forth the gifts of compassion, community, and higher purpose. Compassion for the people that you feel like this should be common sense. Why are you struggling? Or compassion for the parts of you where you're like, why the fuck do I gotta be an emotional bitch? Compassion collective. This is me being sarcastic again, but like, you know what I mean. Higher purpose. Amidst the rapid pace and pressures of life, sometimes we become disconnected from the deeper emotional needs of ourselves and others. Is that not what the fuck we were just talking about? I'm about to crash the fuck out. Yo! As we race to complete our to-do list, we lose contact with the higher sense of being that inspires our most meaningful actions in the world. Elephant trumpets a clear reminder that you are a great force for good, here to serve the higher power of humanity by embodying the higher values of your own divine nature. The time is, first of all, that whole sentence that had me a little bit tongue-tied. We were just talking about it when I was talking about the dead fish and talking about how don't let your stubbornness, I didn't say this before, but don't let your stubbornness cost you. Because for some of y'all, it's going to cost you relationships that you're like, fuck it, I don't care. But you really love these people. And nobody is infallible. Nobody's perfect, right? And so, yeah, there are certain people you got to cut out, but you got to really heighten on your discernment. Because certain people you cut out, other people, it's more better for you if you keep them around. You know what I mean? Even if they tell you the hard things, but maybe especially because they're telling you the hard things. You feel me? So that's just a little side note for somebody who needed it. Elephant trumpets, clear reminder that you are a great force for good, here to serve the higher path of humanity by embodying the higher values of your own divine nature. The time is now to trust your higher purpose and find powerful ways to live with an open heart in the world. You learn to recognize, embrace, and accept yourself. As you learn to recognize, embrace, and accept yourself, you will awaken a sense of freedom that allows you to transcend imaginary barriers between yourself and others, empowering you to live in the ways that serve the highest good of all. Listen, first of all, yesterday we were talking about being free. So when I said, if you missed yesterday's live, I know it's like 3 hours long, pop in them headphones like if you're listening to a podcast, because there's some shit in there. We were talking about being free yesterday. And today, I just went through a whole like 20 minutes fucking up my cards. I can see them. I'm looking at them. I have them written the right way. And I still was getting it wrong. And I kept saying, somebody is not looking at this the right way. I'm going to read this long ass sentence again, because that right there is exactly what we went through when I was fucking up those cards. Hold up. As you learn to recognize, embrace, and accept yourself. I said this, right? You will awaken a sense of freedom that allows you to transcend the imaginary barriers. Was I not saying that was a 5 of Wands, and then it was a 5 of Pentacles, and then it was a 5 of Wands, but really it was a 5 of Cups? Somebody could also, this could even be a child, right? But somebody is also has a short fuse. Like they get very angry, but it's because they're hurt. Or they get like, they have no tolerance, but it's because they're hurting. So 5 of Pentacles, somebody's also like somebody's a loner. Oh, that's just how I am. No, you're hurt. And you've secluded yourself. You're struggling, you're hurting, you're in pain. That's where that comes from. It was the 5 of Cups the whole time. But we looked at it as a 5 of Pentacles, and we looked at it as a 5 of Wands. Allows you to transcend imaginary barriers between yourself and others, empowering you to live in ways that serve the highest good of all. Reclaim a sense of community in your life. Did I not? We had the 9 of Pentacles, which was the 6 of Pentacles and the 3 of Pentacles. That was how we started out with the New Era Tarot. And I said, somebody wants to do something on their own. They want the acknowledgement. They want that, right? Cool. You deserve it. But that don't mean you can't get help from certain people or you can't utilize certain opportunities, right? Reclaim a sense of community in your life. That's a fucking complete sentence. Honor the magic of children and the deep wisdom of your elders. Draw together those who are closest to you. Call on them to support you in the gifts that you are now birthing. Did I not just say all this shit? Okay. There is great energy of support all around you. You may just need to ask, which means you don't see it, which is exactly what just happened with the cards. When your cup is full and you realize just how blessed you are, you will begin to see opportunities to share that energy with others. You will be a source of good and a blessing on other people's journeys. I just shared a part. It's like a fraction of a story that I always told myself I would never share it publicly. And not because of my part in it at all, but more so because of the respect that I have for my best friend. The story is so deep rooted that I always said I would never share it. And even though I shared like a fraction of it, that's what we're talking about here. Call them to support you in your gifts that you are now birthing. There is a great energy of support all around you. You may just need to ask. When your cup is full and you realize just how blessed you are, you will begin to see opportunities to share that energy with others. You will be a source of good and a blessing on other people's journeys. So what makes you think if you're that for other people, that other people can't show up that way for you? Maybe not the toxic motherfuckers y'all done had in your lives, but that doesn't mean everybody's that way. You will bring support and assistance when they least expect it. I just went on a whole thing of Pisces energy, didn't I? Because I know I did, right? Now is a time for patient power and gentle strength. Embrace your emotions and the full spectrum of your being, from joy and playfulness to sadness and deep reflection. Each has a part to play in your rich journey of awakening the divine blessing in you. The Elephant. The Omen says, I see the world through an open heart. My thoughts, words, and actions open the hearts of others. Collective. I've been doing this too long for shit to still surprise me like this. I say I'm never gonna not say that. I don't understand. I don't understand. Let me move this out the way because I want to tap in a little bit. I don't even know where I left off in the chat, so I might miss some of it. I'm sorry. I apologize. Shout out to everybody who tapped in with us live here. Shout out to everybody who hit the like button. It's free. It won't cost you nothing. We'll be live tomorrow. We're going to be live for the next 30 days. What else I got to say? I'm going to be studying this book. All right. Blah, 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 blah. I'm starving. Did I forget to tell you that? I'm starving. This lighting, though. And don't come for my eyebrows, because I'm letting them grow out. Y'all gonna see me for the holidays. I'm gonna be a new bitch. Yeah? I'm on a journey right now. Don't judge me. Yo, Michelle. I don't know if you're still here. The Queen of Wands is my ex-male. His soul is a female. Real shit. Fool's a bitch. Ah! Touche. Yo, it's the way that I love y'all. You don't understand. Yo, the way I felt that in the depths of my little corazon. Yo, touche. Too fucking shay, bro. I cannot even. Yeah. It's Sarai like, can you start from the beginning, please? Listen, you always fucking late. You gonna be late to your own funeral, bro. You gonna be late to your own funeral. You're always late. You left me here by myself. I was stressed. I've been on here for like 5 hours today. Stressed the fuck out. I needed your help. Where you was at? Where you was at? We absolutely can. Well, first of all, hi Shayna, because I don't think I seen you earlier in the chat. I don't know if you're still here, but that's the astrology. That's the astrologist for anybody who's new here. I was gonna say that's the astrology goat, but she's a Pisces, which we talked a lot about Pisces today. I wonder if she was in for the most part, but I didn't want to say goat because she's not a goat, she's a fish. You feel me? So the way my brain just like tripped over itself. But yeah, that's our astrologist on this platform. Wait, where's your comment? Because I think I lost it. We absolutely can match karma for Pisces is instant. So take that for what it's worth. Y'all motherfucking chameleons. I've been trying to tell y'all. I've been trying to tell y'all. Because ain't no fish matching energy, bruh. There ain't much a fish could do. But just keep swimming. And y'all motherfuckers ain't Dory. Okay? Y'all be borderline demonic, some of y'all. So, Pisces energy, chameleons. Yes. Being a Pisces and not mastering yourself is such a waste. I wholeheartedly agree. There's some Pisces that I know that are like some of the dopest people. And the most creative too. Like, people always think I'm like hating on Pisces, but probably because I'm the most toughest on Pisces. But Pisces could take it. It's like you can't tell Scorpio, yo, you being a bitch right now. You can't tell Scorpio. Scorpio get in their bag, and like I said, Scorpio, instead of being sad for a week, motherfucker's sad for 2 months. It's a lot, right? But like you could always tell Pisces, like, yo, you're being a bitch. Calm the fuck down. Come back when we're calm. We'll have this conversation. And Pisces be like, alright, ho. Alright, I got you. Pisces be with the shits. You know what I mean? Wait, I just saw a comment that was like all capitals. Oh, of course it's Soraya. How you late and you screaming at me? How? This card, bruh. If you ever return to the comments, please timestamp back to 11:29. How am I supposed to do that? I gotta wait for the live to go up to go back to that timestamp. Why? What happened at that time? I have 2 Scorpio daughters, 1 sun and 1 moon. Girl, you might want to trade them in. You might want to trade them in. Nah, Scorpio females are pretty dope. I feel like, and this is not me just saying that because you got daughters, because I've said this before on live. I've said this before, even on TikTok. I just was saying this on TikTok, as a matter of fact. It's starting to rain harder. Scorpio women, I noticed, my observation, Scorpio women tend to learn how to be like alchemists earlier in life. Like they can have depressive shit going on, but like they learn how to like alchemize that energy faster than Scorpio men. Because I know some grown ass Scorpio men that literally, it's not a bad day, it's a bad year. Like they're still trying to figure it out, you know? I don't know why that is, but I've noticed that with Scorpio energy. So maybe you might be lucked out double because you got 2 daughters, you know what I mean? In Scorpio. I asked Liz about this yesterday. What you asked me yesterday? Oh, you talking about the deck? You know what's funny? I don't know if you was in here yet. Maybe not because of this comment. When I pulled the deck out to open it, I said, let's use this because one of the OGs was just talking to me about this yesterday and blah, 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 blah. I just was saying that too. Probably right before you came in the chat. Why is she yelling at us? Mama! Mama! I ain't gonna come back to no live tomorrow, bet. You lying. You're gonna be here tomorrow, watch. You hear me. Wait, what I miss? Hold on, let me scroll up. I thought that was the 8. Oh, okay. I thought it was the 8 of Pentacles, no, not swords. I ain't gonna come back. What?
Are you on FaceTime? Or are you on live?
I'm on live.
Okay.
But I'm just talking to them though.
Okay, which ones?
That's a stupid ass question.
Which ones?
It's raining. Look outside.
Okay, but which ones?
You still asking me the same question?
Yes.
That's not common sense? It's raining outside. You're gonna wear all white sneakers?
So the black ones. Okay. Do you like my outfit though?
This is me parenting 101. This is every day. This is every... It's pouring outside. Should I wear all white sneakers?
They're already messed up, to be fair. I have to get a new pair. But not this year. They can last another year. But... Oh, Shiloh's out here.
Take her inside, because I'm not picking her up with this.
Okay. But which one? I mean, not which ones. Do you like my outfit?
It's my outfit. I love it. My shirt, my jeans, my sneakers. Nah, not my sneakers.
Your hairstyle.
My old hairstyle, because I can't do that hairstyle no more. My hair's short.
Hi, guys. I was coming to say hi. This is the same live you were doing before?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to come say hi before, but I don't know. My bag came in.
What bag?
I ordered a book bag.
Bitch, I just ordered you a book bag.
No, you didn't.
The bag you've been using that you begged me for the TikTok shop?
That's a purse, not a book bag. My shoulder, no, look at your face. Wait, you look tired of me. Look,
I am.
Look.
I am genuinely. I was tired of you the minute you walked out asking me if you should wear white sneakers and it's fucking pouring.
Me. Did you see your face?
I hope this is what YouTube does this thing where it breaks shorts on its own. The other day I was talking about water bugs as a metaphor. That's the fucking 50 seconds it gave me for the short.
Oh, wow, that's great. But yeah, you're gonna see, you're gonna be like, you look like a turtle. But it's okay, because it's comfortable, so I'm glad I got that book bag.
So what about the old book bag that I got you?
I'll use it when I'm going other places that don't warrant a book bag and doesn't need to be heavy, because that purse...
I don't want to hear it, because that was the whole point of you wanting that purse. I can hold everything in it. It's one and done. Blah, blah,
no,
blah,
yeah,
blah.
and
2
it
weeks.
is. No,
you were driving me nuts for 2 weeks.
I told you about it once and you ordered it right then and there. You just didn't tell me.
No.
Yes.
Well, yes, but you were driving me nuts because I'm really mom and dad. So she asked, I ordered, but I didn't tell her that I ordered. And for 2 weeks, she was talking to me about this fucking bag that she's not replacing.
No, it's a good bag.
It's a great bag.
It's a great bag. It is.
Yo.
You can carry everything in it, even though the Stanley cups go on the inside. There's a little pocket, whatever. It's great. It's just that I didn't.
You're here. How are you not stressed out? This is every day? I mean, I got to deal with her because I birthed her, but you dealing with her because you want to? Like, you want to do this every day?
Anyways, the bag.
Somebody's dying.
Anyways, the bag is great. The bag is great. And it does fit everything. I just, honestly, I only carry with me to school. What do I carry? One book, one folder, and my laptop, and my water bottle. That's it. I didn't think my book bag was going to be that heavy. And it is.
You are a product of New York City.
Yeah.
When you was in kindergarten, your book bag was 3 times bigger than you.
And now it's the same
What
thing.
the fuck makes you think in college is going to be any different?
No, but for
kindergarten, the bag was bigger than her.
Okay, but in elementary school, I was carrying a singular notebook for every single class, every single course, every single subject. But now I literally just have one book and...
My flabbers
are gasted.
I cannot deal with this girl. Somebody send help. Because how I'm not on Xanax? I don't understand. I was just doing this on here, by the way.
Xannies is crazy.
Bro, be a mom, they said.
No, yeah, be a mom.
Have daughters.
Nobody said that, though.
I definitely didn't
Nobody
say that.
said that, though.
I cried when I found out I was having a daughter. You sure there's not a thing?
Hi, Sarai. I miss you, Pookie.
She's capping.
I text Sarai like once a week, literally. I talk to her a lot. And that's saying a lot because I don't really
First
talk
of
to
all,
her. I see you such a Taurus is frying me.
Send help. Blink twice if you need help. I'm blinking. I'm blinking.
How you say her name? Latasia?
I don't know. I never seen her name. She's
new.
Dope, though.
She says, new to your channel. I wish my daughter was as happy as your daughter.
She's capping. I don't know if you just came in the live just right now. That's a new comment?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Because if you rewind a little bit, I was just saying, my daughter be ready to kill me. She be ready.
Yeah.
And I don't give a fuck neither. I'm just saying that.
Look, this is proof. This is why I love your vlogs. This is why I love your vlogs. You two have me laughing and smiling.
First
all
of
the
all,
time.
I know you're not throwing me under the bus because I have not announced that publicly.
And I didn't say nothing. You just said it yourself. So
Don't
I don't
play
know what
with
you're
me.
talking about. Anyways.
This is why she shouldn't be my business.
Anyways. I always forget her name.
That's Shayna.
Shayna.
Her name is a big word there, huh?
Yeah, no, it's Crystalline Alchemist. I know that, but I always I know that's obviously that's not her name. I know that. I just always forget her name.
You do? Because in the beginning when she first joined us, I thought her name was Crystalline.
Oh.
I didn't realize it was one word. Because sometimes people do that, but her name is Shayna.
Shayna's a Venus and Aries.
So were you bonding over your Aries experience? Because I will throw both
No,
y'all
I
out.
was literally. Oh.
You heard?
Oh.
Sick
I was
of it.
literally just reading the comments, guys, please.
Where's Charlotte? You let her come out? You didn't bring her in?
She's behind you. My Taurus is in Venus, Mercury, and Saturn.
That's why you here, boo. That's why you here.
That's the new.
So
the
she's
new
a
girl.
she's a Taurus. I know I gotta learn how to pronounce her name. I like the name though.
Latassa.
Yeah, but I'm like, I wonder if there's the way you pronounce it is different.
Like an accent.
Yeah, but so her son is in Taurus, which I don't. Do you have any other Taurus placements? She don't even know.
I can check.
But
I don't think
I got like most of my prominent placements are all Taurus. Like starting with my rising. My rising is Taurus. So like that's why we're here. That's why we fit. You know. Then you don't got it like readily available to you.
Yo, I've done this so many times.
That's what I'm saying.
And I always put it.
Because I could just pull my shit up on the phone.
I always put it in my favorites and then it goes missing. I literally don't know.
You put your clothes away?
My clothes?
The laundry?
Yeah.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
The dresses are on the bed.
See, but I don't know if we should get rid of them yet. It's about to be 80 this week.
Excuse me?
Definitely. That's why it's gonna be cold this weekend because we got a northeastern coming. It's supposed to be raining all day.
I was born at 1 in the morning, right?
107. Hurry up, girl. You going to the store, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I kind of want a nap.
I kind of want that.
You remember what you're looking for, right?
Taurus?
Yes.
Did you forget
What?
what I was looking for?
No, I was hoping you ain't forget. Let's see. How many placements you got on Taurus?
Just my son.
Wait,
But
no,
then
go
my
back.
Placidus is, I don't know what that means, but you know.
All you have is Taurus.
Son.
This explains a lot. Because Tauruses are supposed to be like responsible and fucking like very. And you not. You don't be. You be doing the most. Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. Makes a lot of
Pisces,
sense.
Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Virgo.
Where you got Aquarius? Oh, your Neptune.
My
Okay,
Neptune
I can
is
see
in
that.
Aquarius. And my Pluto is in Sag. What that mean?
I think I need a redo. You need a new birth chart. I don't know. Yo, give me her. Damn, I should have. Hold on. Because she's going to get hair all over this, and it's not going to be.
She's just waiting.
I know. She's like, bitch, sick of you. I'm sick of you. Here, take this
She
one.
wants to get down.
Oh, my girl. I'm so mad at you. So mad at you, you stupid bitch. Sick of you. She really want to look at the camera. Sick of them taking my grandmother from me, everything. The other day, I was at the computer working, and she got on my lap, which she did not fit. And I put my hand.
She did not fit.
She didn't. You was watching.
Uh-huh.
I put my hand, and she just dropped her head, and she fell asleep in my hand. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's the baby. This is my grandbaby, my little baby.
I don't want you guys to ever think that this is just on camera because she's literally always like this 24/7.
All day.
All day. All day.
And if I don't cuddle her enough, she comes to me.
She gets mad.
Mm-hmm.
She sleeps with us. She sleeps with me. I know she sleeps with her, but she sleeps with me. She sleeps in like...
She thinks she spoils. She thinks she runs the show.
If I'm laying on my side, she'll literally come and she'll like plop herself right here and just like knock out. Or like she'll sleep above like our heads. One time I woke up and her whole body was on my face and I couldn't breathe. That's okay.
She was trying to kill you so she could have me all to herself.
Mm-hmm.
Cat logic. You ready to cuddle for a little while? I got some time.
Hey, kiss.
Here, take her so I can finish up what I'm doing here. No. You're not staying.
Come on, let's go inside.
Right away. You get real comfortable.
Bye, guys. So you said the black ones, right?
No, the white ones, and it's pouring outside. She's still asking me. She's still asking me if she should wear white sneakers in the fucking pouring rain. I digress. Oh, I was tapping in with the comments, which is what I was doing. I was talking about how I was looking for the Deviant Moon Tarot. You stepped on her? Damn. Damn. She stepped on her on accident. I'm really gonna fuck her up. Abusing my grandchild. Anyway. I'm trying to listen to see if she... I think Charlotte's hiding now. Anyway, guys. It's been real. We've been on here for like 3 hours. Again, I said it in the beginning. Oh, it's not gonna be that long. The OGs know. Every time I say that shit, I'm fucking on here for 4 hours. So quick rundown. If you just now tapping in with us, if you missed yesterday's live, yesterday was a portal day, 10/10. We're gonna be going live every day from 10/10 all the way to 11/11. So a full 33 days. We're gonna go live every day. It's not gonna be the same time every day. I'm just gonna do my best to put the link out at least an hour or half an hour before we go live, so give you guys some time to know that we're gonna go live. Some days we're gonna be going live in the nighttime. Some days we might be going live more than once. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. What else? Oh, a lot of you guys were asking me about the members, if the members are still going to be run the same now that I'm going to be going live every day. They are. The members, the videos that I do for the members is readings, but it's also like more personal. I feel like I do a lot of like venting with them, story times. We do a lot of like breaking down of energies as far as everything, like just everything that's going on behind the scenes. So the members are definitely still going to be getting readings. They're definitely still going to be getting videos. Right now, I got like 6 of them that are currently scheduled for the members. And also, you guys were asking me last night. I got a few people asking me about the personal readings. None of that has changed. Nothing on the platform is going to change. The readings, I'm still doing personal readings for all my diamond members if they want them. And the memberships are still going to be up. What else? I feel like there was other shit that y'all were asking me and I can't remember off the top of my head. Either way, you guys will see me again tomorrow. Definitely not today because it's Saturday. And I got a lot of work to catch up on amongst some other shit. Oh, shout out to everybody who taps in with us on TikTok. Because it's pouring, if I could find my big umbrella, we might do a 20K tonight. I kind of want to go to the city. We might. If not, tomorrow, definitely. Yes. I heard you stepped on her.
Bro.
Hard.
She walked right in front of me.
You stepped on her foot or her tail?
Her tail. She walked right in front of me and then I tripped over her, but then I stepped on her tail and I slid. Because her fur against the floor.
So where is she?
She went under the thing, but I gave her a little bit trail. She came out and I was petting her. She's fine. She's okay. She just scared the hell out of me.
She scared me. I heard her scream.
I know. It was in my ear. I heard her too.
This is why I couldn't have like multiple kids. Because I would be like, why the fuck you stepped on your stomach? I swear to God, I'm not with it. Anyway, I love y'all. Now what to eat? Because I kind of want breakfast. But like with that ass, I want breakfast right now. It's like 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock. What time is it anyway? What time is it? Anybody know what time is it? New York time? Why the comments? I didn't even know you were on there. On TikTok? I mean, I have been, but I haven't really done anything with the platform. And then I recently started doing a different TikTok for a gaming thing that I'm doing. And then I realized that I had the option to do live streaming on TikTok. Because I'm not even at 1,000 followers on TikTok. So it's supposed to be like 1,000 and over that you could go live. But I guess, I don't know. I guess I'm gonna assume that my fucking other accounts, because I have so many accounts and most of them are monetized, I'm gonna assume that's why they gave me the option on my regular TikTok that's not at 1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers to go live. So when I realized that like 2 weeks ago, I was thinking like, because most of y'all know I try to do anywhere from 15 to 20,000 steps a day. I fell off for a little while, but now I'm like getting back onto it. So on the vlog channel, I used to say like I should figure out how to like implement this in my vlogs. So I was doing it a little bit, but then I really wasn't feeling it. Like I wasn't feeling drawn to adding that into my vlogs. And then I was thinking, I've seen videos on YouTube where people like walk around like in China or like wherever, you know. I seen one lady, she was like walking through Mardi Gras. I was on that live for like 3 hours. It was so lit, right? So I was like, yeah, I could do that like on TikTok. I didn't even realize that the people do that on TikTok, but they do. But that's my fault because I really am on TikTok like that. Now I'm like building my algorithm. So what I mean by that is like I'm looking and finding people who do videos like that where they walk around and show and talk and stuff like that. So the ones that I like feel drawn to, I'm following as many as I can, showing love to them. And that's kind of what I've been doing. I'm not trying to like go viral or nothing like that on there, but it's helping me to like learn about the TikTok stuff. And it's also helping me fucking meet new people on there. Cause I already met 2 girls off of TikTok. I went dancing with one and then I met up with another one and we did like a project or whatever. And it's also helping me get back into my groove of like my 20K. Because I'm trying to reach 20. And if I could reach 20, then I'm going to push. I kind of want to do certain things. And I need to get that in the bag in order for me to do those things. So that's really what I do on TikTok. It's not like it's still getting lit over there. It's not like popping yet. It's not like over here where there's people all the time here. Over there, we're still like kind of brand new. So like when I go live, it's always like sporadic. And it don't be bumping. It's not like 100 people in the chat yet. Where everything else, you gotta build the community and shit. But we have gone live more than 5 times on there, and it's been a good turnout. I've done different times, different days, and different areas. Like I've been in the Bronx already twice. I've done Brooklyn, I think once. No, I did Brooklyn twice. I did Queens once. So I did like 5 lives so far. But yeah, so that's what we got going on TikTok. I haven't really been advertising it because I'm just like chilling and I kind of want to see how the algorithm works on TikTok. So I'm kind of letting it take its like own course. And a lot of people, it's funny, a lot of people wrote to me in the last like 2 weeks, like telling me like, damn, it's crazy. Like you're losing out on a bag. You're losing out on a bag on Instagram. Because a few weeks ago, I had to like put somebody in their place. Not that I had to, but it was heavy on my heart to put somebody in their place. And I just was like showing like, you know, the shit that how I monetize on Instagram and shit like that. So now people know that I get paid through Instagram. And like I think they've heard me say it, but they didn't realize like that it how much it was or for what I was getting monetized for, but getting paid for. So now that people know my fucking business, not all of it, but just, you know, part of it, mad people hitting me up on Instagram like, yo, you haven't been posting, or you haven't been posting enough, like you losing out on a bag. It's crazy because it's like, don't you think I'm aware of that? And if I'm not posting on this because I don't need it, or I'm not stressed out for it, or whatever reason. Which it was interesting to me because the way they were saying it was like I'm slacking. It's like you don't even know what I'm doing behind this camera. Okay? Because where you feel like I'm slacking because I'm missing a little bag on Instagram, I'm actually building something that's going to triple that. So don't sleep on me. Yeah? Don't ever sleep on me. You be wrong to count me out. You feel me? Don't do it. Your grandfather didn't. I don't think that that's even a thing, but I think that that's a thing. Does that make sense? Because, like, I feel like I've been on social media for so long, like, different platforms. Because I feel like if it's that I'm grandfathered in, then shouldn't I have certain perks on other platforms too, if that's how it works? Which I probably do. Like Facebook. I'm dying to get on the Facebook algorithm and learn it. And learn it because from what I hear, that's the easiest bag. The Facebook algorithm. And I just, for whatever reason, I haven't been drawn to like working on that yet. Like I got other stuff that I'm doing. I haven't even played around with it yet. Like some of the stuff that goes on Instagram automatically goes to the Facebook, but that's always been set like that. But when I sit down and actually get a like chance to like look through it, I'm pretty sure there's probably perks that I do have access to that I don't even realize. Maybe. Because that resonates with me, being grandfathered in, because I felt like maybe that's what it was. But then when I think about it, like in a technical sense, I don't think that that's how it works, you know? Either way, I'm not complaining because why I'm able to, and I'm able to use all their perks. Like I was just explaining to this girl, she got like 15,000 subscribers on TikTok, right? So she was live and they were telling her like they wanted to see her, but then some of the people wanted to see what they were looking at. And I was like, the day before I had went live on TikTok and I was able to use the feature that fucking YouTube needs, that you can literally be live on both cameras. And I was just like telling her like, yo, you can do it. And I was like walking her through it from the chat. And she was like, yo, I didn't even know you could do that shit. And I'm like, I'm fucking 20 minutes in on here, but I know, like I'm learning them as I go, you know? So yeah, I'm not really too like hip. Like I don't really know too much about like how the algorithm works on TikTok, but it is like good. Like I know that the algorithm on TikTok for me, I feel like it's probably better than the YouTube algorithm. Like the way they push out, you could be on there with fucking 10 subscribers or 10 followers, however you say, and your video would easily get like 300 to 400 views simply because of the algorithm. It's up to the content, you know, that you push out. So the algorithm is actually pretty good. 128. You sent that a few minutes ago. It's probably like 1:30 now. Thank you, Mary. I have live too and I don't have shit followers on there. Yo, that's a sign to do something. If you have the ability to go, because the live, it gets pushed out further than the content. And on TikTok, the content gets pushed, you know? So that says a lot. You better figure something out. You better start doing astrology courses or something and film that shit. Or do like little silent vlogs, ASMR vlogs, faceless content. That shit is mad easy to do. I feel like especially for women, it's easy to do content like that because it's things that you would be doing every day anyway. Like I just walked this girl down the whole rabbit hole of like, she's home all day. She's with her kids and shit, you know, bringing them back and forth to school, you know, fucking cooking 9 times a day for them and doing all this, doing homework. I'm like, you could literally make vlogs by recording not even 20 minutes of your day. Like literally just pull out your camera when you're going to do certain little shit. Don't record your face and put some fucking aesthetic music on it. You ain't coche. Like you straight. And let the algorithm work for you. It don't got to be hard. You look like, first of all, what are you going to use that book bag for, school?
Yeah. I have everything in school for school.
You look like you're going to elementary school.
I don't care.
Look at this book
This is
bag.
what's gonna have to wait. You have to like.
No, you look like you're going on a
Put this
camping
in.
trip.
Put this in.
Oh, yeah. You look like you're going on a camping trip. Bruh, you keep knocking my shit over.
Here's my book bag.
Turn around. Look at how big this shit is. I mean, it's fly, but
you know
like,
what though? I'm used to my book bags being bigger than my body though, because I'm a small person.
Fit. Stop picking at your face. You can fit both our Stanleys in here. Oh shit, there's a pocket at the bottom too, and it was open. So you taking that with you now?
Yeah, I'm going to the store real quick and then I'm going to school.
So leave the bag while you run to the store.
I could do that. You're right. You're right.
I'm always right.
I don't know what sweater I'm gonna wear.
Not mine. We got the waterproof jacket. What you want?
A kiss?
You got makeup on.
I won't. I'm not gonna. I just want to kiss. Anyways.
Let me get a tissue so I can wipe it off.
Okay.
Move out the way. We're not talking about you. We're talking about TikTok.
Just making sure. Anyways, I like it.
Look back.
It's
You're moving the
comfortable.
curtain behind you.
It's really comfortable because, like,
The padding?
Yeah, and I can't really. It doesn't feel like I have anything on, honestly. Like it does, but it doesn't feel heavy.
All right, hurry up. Go to the store. Bring me Cheez-Its.
Cheez-Its?
Yep.
And you want the salad stuff?
Yeah. And chocolate.
The Hershey's with almond?
Yes, sir. And the Snickers.
Damn. Okay.
Listen, I plan to be home all day because I got to catch up with some editing. I low-key fucked my shit up yesterday going live randomly like that. I mean, it worked out because it brought us here, but I got some editing to do. I don't want to fall behind, so that's why I'm a little bit all over the place. I hardly posted anything at all and got a lot of support, and I put zero effort in. I'm telling you. We're talking about TikTok, right? Because I'm telling you. I say this shit. TikTok should pay me just off of how much I fucking sponsor the shit at this point, okay? Because I advertise them niggas to everybody. And I'm just now starting to even make any content on TikTok. Okay? It's like they know, which is interesting, right? But it is like that. Yeah, that's another thing. The store, the affiliates program, that's something I'm definitely looking into. But I think what's been holding me back is that because I'm jumping off on the other TikToks that I got, but this is my main account. So really, for a while, I just was like using it to bullshit and like just, you know, look at TikTok and see what's going on in the world and shit. But I don't know, when I started doing I've always done the walks. I've always done 20K steps and shit like that. Like I'll walk for 4 hours. I've always done that. And so now I'm like, I can do that. I can walk and have it on the live. And if I could build a community like that, why not do it? It ain't gotta be a big one. You know what I'm saying? I'm not after all that extra shit. It's just something to do on that channel, you know? And it low-key has motivated me to get back in the groove. Because like I said, I fell off for a while with the walking. But there's certain things that I want to do that I have to get my walking shit back in track before I could do other things. And so if I could do those lives, then fuck it. If you ever come to London, I got you. Yo! Don't play with me. I was just watching, well, I had edited it. And then usually for the girls that I edit their vlogs, I always watch it through. Even after they post them on YouTube, even though... It's crazy because when you edit content, like vlogs, if you edit it good, you got to watch the vlog in its entirety, like 8 times, bro. So then the girls, when they post it, I always feel like, not obligated, but I always feel like it's my duty to like support them, you know? And when you're on YouTube, if you watch a video, you know, if you watch it and you only watch the first few minutes, you kind of fuck up the algorithm for the person, you know? You basically telling the algorithm that they had your attention for a little while, but then they lost it. So anytime I see them post their vlogs, I always try to watch it in full. Like I'll have it playing in the background while I'm editing. Sometimes I got their shit playing while I'm fucking editing their new vlog for the next week type shit. But I always try to like it, you know. I always like it and I always try to watch it in its entirety. Why the fuck I'm saying that? I think I'm saying that because I was saying about the content. Forgot why I was saying it. Se me fue. Oh no, that one of the girls was saying in her vlog that they were going to London. They were going to London. Her mom. It was like a dream that her mom always had to go. And her mom was born in London. And her mom was born in London and hadn't been back since she was like a little girl. And the girl that I edit for, she was like telling her vlogs, like she wants to take her mom, and she said that, and then she sent me like the video is gonna be like a compilation. So like it's a snippet of her saying years ago when she first started vlogging, I want to take my mom and blah blah blah. And then now she's actually about to do it. They're leaving. I think next week they're leaving, and so I'm gonna put the video together. Like, that's why I'm saying this is because the London thing. The video I'm currently working on right now. One of my girls is talking about London, going to London. I'll be all over the place here. This is probably why I don't do advice videos, because you gotta be a special breed to even follow along when I be telling stories. I don't got TikTok, but y'all got me thinking about it now. It's pretty, I feel like it's pretty dope. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like with anything else, depending on what you're using it for, it can really quickly become very toxic, right? But people say that about Instagram too. It's like on Instagram, people be like, you know, it's a lot of monitoring spirits on Instagram. You know, you think about it, you have mad people who follow you and they watch all your shit, but they'll rarely interact with your shit. And so it's really not like a good, which low key, I feel like that's kind of why haven't been posting as much. Even though I get paid on there, it's been heavy on my heart. Like, I don't know, something off about the Instagram vibe lately. But again, I don't even follow like the Shade Room and shit like that. So my algorithm is straight like cat videos. And to be fair, if I look at my screen time, it's like 30 minutes screen time on Instagram a week. And I get paid on there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, and most people don't, I'm super fortunate to have the opportunities that I got, because it comes from different contracts that I had when they were running the bonus programs, because Instagram used to run a bonus. I think they still do it like every so often, but they fucking cheap, so they, you know, cut it off for like 6 months, and then they'll bring it and they'll choose certain people. So I'm still literally, I got like 2 years left on the contract. So that's why I even get paid on Instagram, because most people don't get paid on Instagram, but because they have to follow through with the contract, it's, you know, that's how it works. It's funny too, because on Facebook recently, I was telling somebody about it, like how Facebook and TikTok, like even if you Google it, it says like, or people that use these apps, and like creators that get paid on different apps, they'll say like, yo, it's the algorithm on this and that is best than this one or that one or whatever, you know? Like they say YouTube is good for anybody who's looking for longevity. Like if you're gonna build like, you know, the vlogging channels and, you know, videos like that, or podcasts, like it's good on YouTube because of the longevity, and long form is really popular on this app. They just rolled around the shorts, and the algorithm on the shorts is pretty good, but it's not easy to grow on YouTube. Like you have to genuinely be yourself for it to like kind of pop off, you know, but it's not easy to go viral on a YouTube video because of the algorithm. As far as like Instagram, the algorithm I think is the most shot. I'm gonna be honest, you know, like I feel like it's very hard to grow on Instagram, and even for the pages who are like do grow, it's a lot of the people is negative, you know, it's negative shit that they follow because they don't like the people, which is wild as fuck, but that's really how it is. Unless you're selling sex on any platform in any way, you're not gonna grow quickly. That's just what it is. Sex always sells, you feel me? It's the one business that ain't never gonna go out of business. So on any platform, it's gonna be not as easy to grow as some may hope. The Facebook algorithm, and Facebook got a lot of new shit that's going on. I don't know what's going on with Meta. Like I know there was a lady the other day was like freaking out because she was saying how before, apparently on Facebook, when you post on your story, if somebody that's not your friend looks at the story, it would just tell you that, you know, X amount of people viewed your story that are not following you, but it wouldn't say who. Now, with this last update, if you go to Facebook and you look at somebody's story and they not on your friends list, it'll tell them not on your friends, watched your story, this is their profile. Like it tells you now, you know, which I think is super dope because I don't run fake pages, you feel me? So like if I'm watching somebody's page, I want you to see that I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's pretty dope that they did that, but a lot of people are not happy about that shit at all. And then also Facebook got this thing also too that I'm curious to see how the other platforms play it out, because on Facebook, whatever you put on your story ends up on their feed, like on their page. So like, let's say I have a story that's up, right? And somebody comes to my page that don't follow me, and they just want to be nosy on my feed, but they're not going to go on my story because they know now that their page will pop up, right? So they purposely not going to look at my story, but they're going to scroll through my feed and try to be nosy type of thing. Facebook does this thing where they'll take your story and they'll add it like 3 posts down in your feed. So while somebody's scrolling down your feed and they see like the story, even if you scroll fast, it already picked you up that you was on their page. So Facebook helping us out. You know what I'm saying? Like the cheaters ain't gonna be able to, and the side bitches, they're not gonna be able to survive much longer fucking around on Facebook, because Facebook ratting everybody out. But that just goes to show their algorithm, like the way their algorithm works. So maybe this is me reminding myself to get on their bag soon. Honestly, I don't feel like drawn to Facebook. I've tried over the years to like get on there and do different things. It never sticks. The TikTok, however, like I was saying to Mary Jane, the TikTok is pretty dope. Like you could really learn a lot of shit. You could meet a lot of dope people. I noticed too, it's very different than the Instagram. It's like I mean, there is hate on there, obviously, you feel me? But however, I feel like there's a lot more people on there that just want to network and just like meet people, and you know, it feels different. The vibe feels different on TikTok, because I had TikTok for a minute and I never really like put energy into it, and then recently I would just like scroll through TikTok here and there, you know. It's now within the last few months that I'm like, all right, if I build my own feed, I'll be good. Like, this is good. Which, like, right now, if I get on TikTok, I have a lot of people, obviously, that do, like, walking videos, like what I'm doing, because I'm following a lot of them now, so they're on the algorithm. But I have a lot of animal pages, like, cat pages, because that's the shit that I like to watch. I like to laugh. I don't go to social media to be upset. You feel me? But I also have, like, a lot of informative shit. So I got a lot of people that speak. I got a lot of people that read. There's people that read on Facebook, on TikTok. Like, they'll read, like, real interesting books or whatever and just sit there and read, and people just listen like a fucking podcast. I've seen people do that, like, and they're monetized, which is pretty dope. It's pretty dope. Like, they do, like, I've seen people do story times that ain't even their stories. People get story times from Reddit, and they'll be on the TikTok, and they'll, like, put their own flair on it. There's people that do that. They do a whole bunch of shit, but like there's a lot of health informative stuff as far as like health stuff, and they'll break certain things down for you. They'll like explain like different eating patterns and shit like that. Like TikTok is beautiful because you can literally build your own community on TikTok fairly fast, and it's not like where on Instagram people really give you like a side eye, like, why are you here? Where you came from, you know? On TikTok, it's not like that. You go into somebody's live for the first time ever, and they're like, yo, how are you? Welcome in, blah, 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 blah. You know? It's different. It's a different vibe. So if you're not on TikTok, I mean, it won't hurt to try it out just to see, you know? It won't, and of course, you have like a whole community. You have a whole community on here of like, on their own, like TikTok readers. A lot of people told me that, like, why you just don't go live and do readings? I'm like, because I already do that with my people. I don't want to do it on TikTok, you know? I kind of got, the way I got all my platforms, I do different things on the different platforms. I feel like it just helps my brain keep shit in order, you know? The gaming stuff is all on specific platforms. The vlogging stuff is all on one platform. I think that's why my Instagram is even still up, because it's the mental health part of what I do. Like my coaching calls and all that shit, it's all through Instagram. That's why it's still there. If not, my fucking Instagram would have been down a long time ago. For real. Facebook got people lacking, then. Yo. That lady was so mad. I was like, listen, it was only a matter of time before they caught on to shit like that, especially how many people, like, I was reading an article recently, like a few months ago, and it said that a little less than half of the accounts on Instagram are fake pages. That's not insane. A little less than half. So like 45%, let's say, of the fucking profiles on Instagram are fake. People who are consumed with other people's lives. It's insanity. It's crazy. Yeah. So that's another thing too. Like on here, our chat, it'd be positive, and like everybody who like is in tune, and but that's because of the settings that I have on the chat. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, obviously people come to the videos, the Bible thumpers and shit come on and like try to spew negativity and shit. We definitely had that. You know, you get that everywhere on any platform. But there's a feature on YouTube that I learned recently within the last year that I'm able to like weed them out. So like that's why I said it. If you ever look like at the, I think it should still be there. If you scroll to the top of the chat, or like when I first go live in the chat, it'll say like I got subscribers only mode on. So like I get to set if you've been following me for like 2 weeks, you could participate in the chat. If you've been following me for 2 months, then you can cooperate 2 months or longer, 2 weeks or longer. Like I get to set it that way. I mean, I could still go live without setting that up, but I feel like it's less work for the mods to have to fucking be weeding people out. And also, a lot of times the messages that we be picking up on, since I don't do like pick a card style, or like, is my boyfriend coming back next week or gonna stay with their side bitch? Like, I don't do readings like that. So I feel like because we be so in depth with the shit that we be talking about, because I pride myself on the self-development part of it, I feel like when we got negative comments, like it's easy to throw people off in the chat, you know, which I don't really tap in with the chat in every live, but it's easy to do that for the people that are participating in the chat. So just to avoid that, I kind of blocked them out, which I think on TikTok you can have mods too. I obviously haven't even gotten to the point where that's even needed, you know, but I also think it just depends on what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because some people, you know, the girls are doing makeup on there, get ready with me. If you already have a big following, some people just get on there just to talk shit. I've seen a lot of men using TikTok. Yo, there's a guy on there that he gets paid. He gets paid on TikTok. And his lives are literally, he got music playing in the background. And if you send gifts, because I think it's called gifts on TikTok, gifts and roses and all that shit, which I'm pretty sure you got to pay real money for that. Probably like a quarter or some shit like that. If you send in gifts to the live, he'll write your name on a pair of clothing, on a hat, on a pair of jeans, on a shirt. That's his whole life. That's all he does. And he's on every day, and he'll just be vibing and just talking shit with the people that are, he's not doing anything like crazy, or it's just vibes. That's it. And he built his community that way. It's not like he came from another platform and was big. No, he's building his platform like that, doing that on TikTok. There's women on there that cook regularly. They come on every day for dinner. They live. They got people, you know, you build community of people that fuck with you, obviously, but also like people that resonate. So like I follow like 3 women, like older women that cook, and they always have like some music playing in the background. They come out of work and they just decompressing. They turn the camera on, and it's like they kicking it with their homegirls on FaceTime, and that's their life. And it be dope. Like it's a good vibe. So again, going back to like the TikTok thing, it depends on what you use it for. You know, the vibes definitely are not the same vibes as Instagram. I say that. Not even on YouTube. The vibes is not the same. It's definitely different. But I always tell people, so many people tell me like they don't want to be on camera. Like it sounds good, but I don't want to be on, even people who do like tarot, but they don't want to show their face. And I always tell them like, so what's the problem? Like I'm still waiting for you to tell me what the problem is, because you ain't got to show your face. Even here on YouTube, you know how many readers do tarot and you literally only see their hands working the cards? I've seen people do tarot that you don't even see nothing on the screen. You can hear them flipping the cards, but they got the fucking camera face down or blacked out somehow, and they're just reading the cards like that. And they grow a big ass audience. You know what I mean? It's your vibe. If people fuck with your vibe, they on it. It don't matter. You don't gotta show your face. Or like I was saying with that, where I got 3 girls that I'll help them with like certain content ideas to like do like mini vlog style, but like without showing their face or without showing their children, right? But they're mommy vloggers in a sense, but they're just faceless. So none of their kids or their face is not in the content, and they're building. One of the girls just hit me up, I think like 2 days ago. I got the email. She was livid, yo. She like beside herself. She was like, she just hit 15K, which I gotta actually go back and get her thing so I could follow her and support her page. But she not even a month ago, she was talking about she want to do this. She just hit 15K with doing content that she don't even show her face. We sat down, we did like a little walkthrough of like how to edit the videos on CapCut, really simple, really fast, right on the phone. You don't even need a computer or nothing. And she's like at 14 something or like already hit 15K on TikTok. And literally she just does like, she wakes up in the morning, she'll, you know, throw the blanket. First of all, you get up in the morning, 90% of people reach for their phone first. Most people sleep with the phone right next to them. You're going to do it anyway. So before you get up off the bed or do anything, just put your camera on, like, you know, facing like that. Put your camera on for a few seconds. Get a clip of the blanket being lifted over. Get a clip of you getting off the bed. Turn off the camera. When you go to the bathroom to brush your teeth, you take your phone anyway. Don't lie and say you don't, because you do. Take the fucking phone. Do 5 seconds of you showing you turning the fucking water on. When you're going to fucking turn the coffee machine on, 5 seconds of you turning the coffee machine on. And make it a little bit spicy. You fucking show yourself turning the button on and wait for the shit to start dripping. A few seconds of the shit dripping. You about to go to work. You leaving to go to work. When you go to open the door from your car, show yourself opening the car door. Show yourself closing the car door. Show yourself putting the key in the ignition. Something. Anything to like... And then you put it all together at the end of the day. And then what you get is... Because on TikTok, the videos are short form. That's where the algorithm picks up. Because then what you get is a whole mini vlog of like a day in the life of a lawyer, a secretary, a Five Below worker, whatever the fuck you do, right? And it's literally like a mini vlog. A mini vlog. One of the girls does little videos like that to keep like the algorithm like in motion. And then she does lives. So she'll record her day up until she's like leaving for work.
Do you want it now?
What?
The salad?
Nah, leave it out though, because I'm about to cut this because I'm over here talking shit now. But this ended up being like a class, which I'm cool with that. Yo, you still doing that later?
Uh-huh.
I don't want to spaz out today. So what I was saying, free class, what we were doing, TikTok. So the girl, the 15K? No, there's another girl on there that she built her community by doing little mini vlogs, but she only did, because it sounds overwhelming when you think of picking up the camera constantly when you're doing certain little things. If you want it to sound overwhelming, it's going to sound overwhelming, right? Because if you think about it in reality, like I said, you pick up your phone anyway. When you get up to leave your room to go into the bathroom to take your morning piss or brush your teeth, most people take their damn phone with them. Most people take their phone with them when they're moving around through the house. Most people take their phone with them every day to work. Or even if you work from home. Like, fucking show yourself, get your coffee, do your thing, whatever, and show yourself when you're sitting down at the computer, show the computer being turned on. You pressing the button or the screen turning on, whatever. So this girl, she does the vlogs, the mini vlogs, and so she didn't want to like have to record shit all day. She just would do like the mornings on some days. She would record certain things like that, little things like that, and then she'll, you know, edit it into like 2-minute videos of like getting my day started, whatever the case is. And then in the evenings, now that she's built a platform like that, in the evenings she comes live and she cooks. And so she talks to people like, yeah, oh my God, people at work had me fucked up today, or blah, 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 blah. And like she's sharing, you know, with the people and talking or whatever. Because at first, how that happened was at first she didn't want to show her face in the content. And after doing it for like 2 months and she started building, I think she was at like 4,000 subscribers. 2 months of just doing morning content. Like she would do funny shit like, pray for me, it's going to be a day today, you know. But like she'll show like the morning half of her day or whatever. And after like the first like 2 months, because I know the girl personally. So after the first 2 months of people, like, she built a community. So people are hitting her up like, yo, my God, girl, I'm praying for you. Today is going to be a day for me too, blah, blah, right? Because it's the camaraderie that brings everybody. That's why the algorithm is so lit on TikTok. People are not, like, on Instagram, everybody is like want to live a perfect life. On TikTok, everybody's living a real life. Like, bitches get on TikTok and they crib look in this a motherfucking Ray, and they'll clean on TikTok and get paid. They don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. When you see that bag, I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying when you see the bag. You know what I'm saying? But this girl, she did it for like 2 months, maybe 3, but I think it was like 2 months. And she didn't want to show her face originally. And then after the first like few months, because of people like sharing with her and just like checking in on her, like on a day where she wouldn't post, people write to her, oh, I hope you're doing good, we didn't get a video, blah 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 blah. Like, people really, it's really like that. It's really like that on TikTok. And then after a little while of doing it, she just was like, fuck it, like, what I got to lose? Like, what I got to lose? Like, I'm just me, I'm just regular, and everybody else is regular too, which I think that's the beauty in content creation. Like, I know for a while, because I was worried, I know for a while we went through like the whole, you got to look a certain way, lip injections, lashes, BBLs, all the things, right? Which no judgment. However you feel comfortable, that's what it is. But for a long time, as society had a thing where it's like, unless you had those things or looked a certain way, you wasn't getting no love. That's not the case no more. Like, even when we went to this function for YouTube, this was a few months ago. This was like probably right before the summer. I went to this convention thing for YouTube, and the big higher ups in YouTube was basically saying like, the content is changing. Like, people don't want to see vloggers who are just doing like an aesthetic vlogging thing. People really want to see like content that's relatable. Like, I don't want to see you only when you made up and ready to like parlay. Like, I want to see you in your true form. Like, be in your bata if that's what you normally gonna be in your bata at 10 o'clock in the morning because you making breakfast for your 7 kids and your 2 husbands. Like, that's what you normally doing. That's what they want to see. They don't want to see it like chop and screwed, like edited down to the 9, you know? More realistic content. And so it's the same concept over on TikTok as well. It's just there's more love on TikTok, I feel like. And so now the girl does lives while she's cooking. And she still does her videos like for the morning half because, like I said, it keeps the algorithm moving, you know? Like, you get a little video every day, like 2 minutes, you know? And also too, what that does, because I be telling her, like, what that does is that makes people like, the last time they tapped in with you or checked in with you was like the morning, right? And so like today, if you stubbed your toe or if you fucking woke up in a bad mood or whatever the case was, that's where y'all left off. So by the time you come back for dinner and you cooking and shit, it's like, girl, I forgot to take the fucking chicken out this morning because I was rushing. Y'all saw the video. I forgot to take the chicken out. So now here we are, fucking spaghetti. That's what's for dinner today. Like, and you just, it's the camaraderie, you know? And so it's possible, man. Like I said, I got into that tangent just now because people always tell me, like, it sounds good, but like, I don't want to show my face, or like, I feel self-conscious about this or that. Man, just do it. Like, just do it. And if you do it a certain way and then in 2 months you change your mind and you do something different, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? There's no rules to it. Like, you just be you. Like I said, there's people who color on fucking live. Literally color. And just the sound of the marker or the crayon hitting the paper. And I've seen people writing. Like, people put their, send gifts on TikTok and like send a rose and then the person's name. They send a rose so that everybody who sends a rose, the person literally with gorgeous fucking handwriting writes down the name of the person that send the rose. And people are sending mad roses, which again, roses equal money on fucking TikTok. So they're not only getting paid for the live, but they're also getting paid with the little, because yo, them little quarters add up. Do not get it twisted. If you got 100 fucking quarters, that's how many dollars, right? Like, that's money. And all she's doing, or all he's doing, because I don't even know, is all you see is their hand and it's them writing. And there's mad pages like that do that on fucking TikTok. Like, yo, if you broke in this economy, es por vagancia, straight up. Like, there's no reason why anybody's broke in this economy, because there's so much opportunity that it's not even funny. Most of the jobs that don't have nothing to do with social media, you don't even need fucking diplomas anymore after COVID. So like, there's no way why you struggling. Like, just get up and do it. You know what I mean? Like, post the content, especially content, because there's a bag for everybody. There's fuck a niche. You don't even need a niche no more. You know what I mean? Like, you just be you. And if you got 19,000 things going on in your life, pick one. Stick to that. Talk about that. You know? Build off of that. Or talk about all of it. Vent. Do whatever the fuck you gotta do. There's a shorty on there on TikTok. I just started following her. She's from New York. She's a Bronx chick. And literally her videos is literally just her venting of whatever transpired for like 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, however the cap is on the videos. I don't even think she goes live or anything. She literally just does videos every day and people relate to her because I think one of her kids is autistic. She takes care of her mom. She, you know, lives in a regular ass apartment, not these fucking new high-rise shits that's going up all over the place, made out of fucking paper. Like, she's mad regular and she got a big ass community. Just because she be on there like, they had me fucked up today. I had to go to school today. I had to do this today. My baby daddy, my welfare, my SNAP, because she talks about all that shit. And literally, that's how she built her community. And she's like at 100 fucking thousand K on fucking TikTok. Like, I don't know. Especially for people who do content like that, you venting and shit. So, like, you low-key going through a whole therapy session. You helping yourself in more ways than one. I don't see where there's a lose-lose here. It's a win-win. You know? It's crazy. There's a page on TikTok that the person that does a TikTok, again, I don't even know if it's a woman or a man, they wash dishes every day. Live. In their house. Not at work. Like, they go live every day when they're about to wash dishes. That's the live stream. I thought you left half an hour ago. I love you. Be careful. Don't talk to strangers. And make sure them headphones are not loud. You need to be able to hear. Get snatched up with your big ass Dora book bag. The way the tarot channel just bombarded my life the last 2 days, because I would have been on my 4th bottle by now. It's like 2 o'clock. And I'm on here talking to y'all, so I ain't drinking enough water. Nah, but yeah. I don't know. You know what it is? I'm mad passionate about this because there's room for everybody to put their hand in this pot. Like, there's room for everybody. Like, for real, you know? And I just feel like in the past, so many people, because of how they feel about themselves, so many people have missed out on like opportunities that they would actually be super great at, because they either didn't have the qualifications like on paper. Because like I always think about it like this. Think about how many women or people just in general that don't have their certificate for nursing. They either don't have the money to do the classes, or they don't have like some people may be dyslexic and really struggle to take any classes, and so it kind of detours them from even doing classes. But these people are the most compassionate, sensitive, understanding, helpful people that will be great as nurses or nurses assistant, right? Like people who could really do well and really make a difference, like bedside matter. You know how miserable it is to be in a hospital for a day, let alone people who are there for a long time, like for long term, or like hospice workers and shit. But like, just because they don't have the qualifications or because they feel this or feel that, they'll miss out and not do it. Like, and not just that field, but any field, you know. And I feel like for a long time that's been the reality for a lot of us. And I think social media is the answer. Like, I know social media could be so bad in certain aspects, but like I always say, it depends on how you're using it, you know. And if you're using it and making a difference, and I know some people be like saying like content creators shouldn't be getting paid as much as they get, because if you really on your P's and Q's and you really on your Zoom, you making money on these platforms. Like, do not get it twisted. Like, I know some people be like, oh, they got 100K and they fucking still broke, but it's because they're doing fucking bare minimum and they're not really putting in the effort or the time, or they're not really passionate about what they're doing. They're just doing it because they get a little check, you know? And because I know people who, like me, I don't even none of my platforms are like at fucking 20,000 yet. None of them. I'm still literally cultivating this one right here, being one of my longest. Instagram's my longest running, but I don't promote my Instagram nowhere because I do a specific type of work on there. But like, even with this, I don't even, if you really look at my other profiles, I don't promote this profile anywhere. Like, I don't promote this for our anniversary. I put a regular picture. I didn't even put a link. I just put our regular picture and said thank you to everybody who supports us on this channel that has come from you come from Instagram or also has me on Instagram. That's all I did. I don't, every time I go live or every time I do something, I don't post it and be like, yo, follow me, follow me, follow me. I don't do that. You can, but I don't. I just feel like maybe I'll do that when I have one thing that I'm passionate about, that one thing. But for right now, where I'm at in my life, I like doing a little bit of this. I like doing a little bit of that. Like I like doing a little bit of a lot of shit. So I don't really like intertwine all the platforms together at all, honestly, when I think about it. So, but there's definitely a bag for everybody. But yeah. We do this during the coaching calls. Like sometimes people be asking me, what's your coaching calls look like? It looks like this. Like the only difference is y'all just listening to me, but like when I do my coaching calls, a lot of it is like Zoom or like FaceTime type of call. So, but this be the shit that we be talking about, like content creation or like mental health. A lot of people, I help a lot of people find like therapy options in their states and shit, like for low or no cost. Some people qualify for that shit and don't even know, you know. So that's what these coaching calls be looking like. I think that earlier when I was gonna turn off the live before, that's how I got here. That's how I got here, because earlier I was saying like, damn, there was more things I had to tell y'all about, and it was that people were asking me about the coaching calls. People from the platform here were asking me what the coaching calls was about. I just gave y'all a whole snippet of what it is, and I just gave y'all some fucking gems, because I basically just told y'all a lot about how to fucking make certain content. Because even if you're not doing like on your way to work type shit, you can apply what I just told y'all to anything that you do. You feel me? As far as content. So, if there's anybody giving you excuses for shit in your life, like just make a mental note of like, don't fuck with them. Or don't fuck with them as like to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Because people, when they got excuses, people who have make an excuse for one thing are comfortable making an excuse for everything. There's no way around that shit, you know? And so you gotta utilize your discernment, collective. What type of energy you trying to give and what type of energy you trying to be around, you know? Because I know, listen. I was gonna say some shit just now. I be forgetting I'm on live. I'm trying to be better as a person. You feel me? God is not done with me. Either way, the point is that I love y'all. And I appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. And I'm never gonna stop showing up because it's just in me. Maybe one day if I wake up and it's no longer in me, you know, we'll do a whole goodbye thing. But like, I don't foresee that happening no time soon. Not on this platform anyway. I do have some things up my sleeve. I feel like I always have some shit up my sleeve, so I haven't really said anything yet on the platform. Izzy almost blew me up before, but I don't know how many of y'all caught that. But I am still working on some things that I low-key feel like when I do launch it is something that I'm extremely passionate about. And I think that's what's kind of got me hesitating to launch it, because I feel like once I launch it, it's going to take me from doing a lot of other things that I've been doing. Because I feel like I feel more passionate about that than I do about certain other things that I do. Like, for example, the gaming channels. The gaming channels bring in the most money. Okay? The most. I tell you right now, the gaming channels, for those of y'all who got sons, pimp them niggas out. Their auntie on the internet is telling y'all they want to play Fortnite all day. All day after they do their homework. Tell them as long as they do their homework, you're going to let them play for like 9 hours straight. And set up a fucking camera and put their asses on Twitch. Don't even show their face. You don't got to show their face. But they want to play for 9 hours anyway. Get that stream and shit. Because, yo, nowadays, the cameras, you could get a good, not a perfect, not a great, but like a starting camera. If you're not doing it on your phone, you could get a starting camera for like $25 on fucking Amazon. And don't even start going crazy in the TikTok shop. Because let me tell you, you're going to easily have 150 items in that fucking shop. But it's doable. And like I say this all the time. I even tell this, yo, I ain't going to say to who, because y'all going to know exactly who it is. And I don't like putting people on Front Street. But there's a woman in my life that I love dearly. And she got a man that she loves. But that motherfucker, and he's a good dad. He's good. But let me tell you, if he had an option to be on his fucking video game, playing whatever the fuck GTA he's playing for 12 hours straight, oh, he's going to do it. Girl, like 3 years ago, I told Shorty, this is what we're gonna buy real quick. Because he's a gamer. So he already had like certain things. So I was like, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make you a little account. Now homeboy is bringing in money from fucking Twitch. On top of it, he got a job. Like, he got a day job. She works. But now they're bringing in extra money. Like, now Christmas is extra lit for the kids. Like, it's extra lit. They eating out, take out more now because they got more money now because they got a little bag from fucking Twitch. And, like, if he really wanted to, he could move it over to fucking TikTok. People are streaming from Twitch and doing, like, Twitch and YouTube at the same time, or, like, TikTok and Twitch. Like, now it's so fucking advanced with social media that you can literally stream on multiple platforms. So if your son already got a fucking Xbox, you can stream straight from the fucking Xbox. Like, there's a bag there. I promise you. I swear to God, like, it's there, you know? And it don't happen overnight. But yo, you doing these things anyway. You washing the dishes anyway. You scrolling on TikTok anyway. Your kids, they playing the video games anyway. Like, so they could play the game. They're gonna play the game for 3 months, like my pops used to say. You're gonna do it for 3 months anyway. Why not do it for 3 months while you're actively building towards something for like that? In 6 months, you could be getting a little check from it. Why not? Especially when it comes to the kids, excuse me. Because I notice like a lot of the people that I do calls with, they start to implement their kids, like, and again, it's beautiful because you don't have to show their face. You don't have to like expose them, you know, but expose them to the public, but you are exposing them, the kids, to entrepreneurship even. Like, yo, if you don't want to go to school, like college and shit like that, you don't want it, like, now is the time where you don't even have to do all that shit. You don't. Like, unless you're doing certain jobs. If you're going to be a construction worker, which they get money. If you're going to work in construction, there's no reason why you need certain classes. There's just certain things you don't need if you're going to do this or that. It's just the reality, you know? And it also will give them incentive for the kids. Like, if we're talking about kids, it gives them incentive too. Like, you teaching them to do the things that they love, and you're teaching them how to build off of the things that they love to do anyway. It's a win-win. It's a win-win is what I'm saying. Like, you'd be surprised how many people do content creation and they have everyday jobs. Like, they regular ass. Like, that's why TikTok is the way it is. Yo, matter of fact, last night, like, it was late last night, probably this morning, I followed this guy. He's a bus driver. And the motherfucker gives me Jackie Gleason vibes. Like, he's young. He's like, he got a cute little face. He's a young guy. But his vibes, he gives me Jackie Gleason vibes. And he literally does TikToks. And, like, his aesthetic, his niche, or whatever the case is the fucking MTA. He works for the MTA. He drives buses for a living. And when I tell you, he gets a bag on TikTok. Okay? Not just from, like, his content, because he's getting paid for that. But also, like, he goes live while he's, like, on break and shit. Or, like, I'm pretty sure he got, like, a storefront. So it's like it's not even that it's a bag. It's multiple that all accumulate into one thing, you know? So, again, I just said it 9 different ways. There ain't no reason why you not online making money. Doing something. Like, 2025, you don't got to be selling your ass no more. You don't. You don't got to be posting those provocative ass pictures to get your content up. Like, you don't got to do that shit. Like, I mean, unless you want to. That's a different story. But you don't got to subject yourself to no off the wall shit in order to make $1 today. And that's beautiful. I know some people, the older generations, don't really like that shit because they feel like we got it too easy, you know? But the reality is, if they were given even for people who hate on people who create content, if they were given the opportunity, they would do the shit too. It's just, they make excuses for why they don't, why they can't, why they won't. But ain't nobody in the world is gonna say, yo, if I could do something and it won't fuck with my integrity, and I'm not, like, putting myself in positions where I'm putting, questionable content out, or, like, throwing my kids under the bus or my spouse. Like, if I'm doing something that got my integrity intact and it's going to bring me a bag while I sleep, and I like doing it, come on. Nobody's saying no to that. Nobody. So, don't let them bamboozle you into thinking otherwise. You feel me? Because that's another thing too. I said this the other day, like, it's going to be the people you know personally, they're going to be the last ones to support you. Unless you start popping off, or when you start popping off, that's when the support is going to be like, oh, I always fucked with you. You was always my peoples. Nah. Though they be the first ones to, like, it's going to be strangers. It's going to be strangers that's going to set you off. You feel me? So don't even give a fuck what other people are thinking or saying about your content. No matter who they are or how you know them. You feel me? Because I know a lot of people say that too. They want to post, but they, like, embarrassed a little bit. Like, why? Why are you embarrassed? It's weird. Anyway. Y'all the only motherfuckers that get me on here to talk for free. I mean, not really for free because I get paid to do this. But, like, if I do it on a different platform, I'm going to get paid more. So it's kind of for free. You feel me? But I love you guys. And we'll be live tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be on for 4 hours. So today I just went in a tangent. But we are going to come live tomorrow. I got to actually straighten this out because I got all these decks from earlier. I got them out still. I still need to find the Deviant Moon. So pray for me a little bit. And I got some work to catch up on. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Rest of your weekend. Safe day. If you're drinking, take a fucking Uber. Please and thank you. And I'll see you guys mañana. Si Dios quiere. Si Dios quiere.